Oh, good. Just what you love to see when you turn the data center on. Connection poor. C'est fantastique. Here we are again. We will be getting started in about, we'll call it 3 minutes. I don't know if I should wear my... Because when I wear my jacket for the stream, I always wear it like... It's kind of weird, but I wear it backwards because what happens is because the seat that I'm sitting in is like faux leather, it holds heat for a little bit. Like, maybe it is real leather. I don't know. I definitely didn't pay real leather price for it. I know that much. But it holds heat, so like when I'm streaming, I might start sweating, but only on my back, which is right on the seat that's holding the heat. So I try to basically wear it so that the zipper is in the back, like a corset, basically. So like it's a hooded jacket, so the hood is currently in front of my face. But yeah, so the back, I'm wearing the back of it on the front, like a smock, basically, to prevent myself from sweating profusely, but only in the back. Because in the front, my hands are definitely cold enough because I'm right next to a window, so that, makes a difference. Where is I going with this? Yeah, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to wear it like this the whole time, though, because it's kind of chilly outside today. I can feel it. We'll see. Well, that's a good sign. It means that we're live. I was kind of hoping, or else I'd just be talking to myself. Alright, let's get going. Wonder if the connection was poor because there was like a 90k of some kind of DC'd a bunch of people. That would be unfortunate. Yet another reason why I don't really want to continue playing this game into the future, because I hate being at the mercy of its 90Ks. And I know it's not even my connection anymore because I have an internet driver in this thing that actually maintains the connection. It's always on their end, without question. Speaking of not questioning, our intrepid explorer Rory Pellegrin has gone off to explore a little bit on her own. She'll be back shortly. Don't know what she's really exploring, though. I looked it up, and it didn't register when Marie mentioned it last time when she said, yeah, there's only 9 ether currents now. That includes the 5 that you get from quests, which means there's only a total of 4 ether currents to find with the compass across this entire map. It feels a little like you're defeating the purpose of exploring the area. I mean, I guess you can explore it by the air this way, but... well, it's another thing that they're using to railroad you into the current X-Pack, I guess. Add it to the laundry list of things to talk about in the credits. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers, the Stream Edition. Last time, after taking care of a bevy of side quests, we came back to the first and started our exploration looking for our friends who were apparently off in the six corners of the world doing fuck all. We found Alphino and we found Rory, and they're trying to get into Yulmore, so we will continue to try to get into Yulmore. But first, a damsel in distress needs the help of the Plague Doctor. I got a new adjusts glasses emote from that quest line I did, so let me adjust my non-existent spectacles, and then we'll head out of right and head directly for wherever we're going. The quest marker. Incidentally, let me summon Carbuncle since I need a friend for the road. Hi, buddy. I'll give you a pet. You're not nearly as responsive as Interceptor is to that. It's probably because it's my own ether that's like willing him into existence. He's like, dude, you're like petting yourself. What the fuck are you doing? Anyway, Summoner will actually gain experience while I'm walking around here. I just have to be more careful of the enemies because they'll be more keen to sense me, you know? So. I also put the Ether Compass on Summoner and Dark Knight. I don't think I'll be playing Scholar out in the field because I'll probably be playing it a lot more in the dungeons than I am playing it in the field in this X-Pack, because as it turns out, most of the stuff that you do in this X-Pack in the dungeons, when you DPS them or you tank them, it feels completely brain dead to me. The only time I feel alive in this game anymore is when I'm healing and leveling dungeons. So as a result of that, I'm gonna bet you it's actually like up there past all these Tragopans that I'm gonna need to hide from. So I'll probably be healing more than any other role in dungeons in this one, since I need to feel some form of challenge in order to goad me on to continue playing this, because the story sure as hell isn't getting me there. I guess I could just sneak up the left side here. That works too. And then we'll see if it's 136 to the west. So is it on the beach then? Because 136 to the west is kind of off this peninsula, unless I'm imagining it. It must be on the beach, because there's the beach down there. I can jump off, right? Like, surely. Some of this water is swimmable. I'm gonna get attacked from behind trying to do this. There we go. Ow. Physic! Where's my physic button? Oh good, I healed for 2,500. I was expecting about 600. Oh no, that was just my auto regen. Never mind. Nice. 69 to the south. Oh, it's right next to the quest objective. I should have known, man. Whisperwind Cove. I know that place. That's where I found all that busted equipment in Final Fantasy 1. Wonder if that's what Marie was mentioning last time. Because she mentioned Cape Westwind, and I was like, I mean, I don't mind Cape Westwind, but the reason why I don't mind Cape Westwind is because Cape Westwind is just that bonus dungeon. You don't have to do it. Or, no, Cape Westwind is not the bonus dungeon. Whisperwind Cove is the bonus dungeon. Cape Westwind is the duty. Now I'm getting it confused. Alphino, are they still alive? Well, I don't have healing other than Physic on this particular class. Maybe I can, like, Physic times 100 and then they'll get up. Boy, I hope so. Because this is a Plague Bringer set, not a Plague Doctor set. Sin Eaters wouldn't tell you that before murdering you, so now you know you're in good hands. I will do the best I can. Just wakes up and sees a man in a big fucking Plague Bringer mask right there, and he's like, oh my god! I thought your order was dead! Not quite, sir. Not quite. Yeah, what'd you end up doing to piss off the Ondo that you had to wash up on shore? Would any of these people even know who the Ondo are? Well, probably not if he was in Yulmore. Oh yeah, you're the guy that just went in, right? I think. No, actually, no. That was the Seawolf Rogadin. I'm never gonna remember what the name of the Rogadin are in this world, so I'm not even gonna try. That was the Seawolf Rogadin that went in because she was a good cook. Forgot about that. So that was, not of your own choosing either. Oh, you know what? Let me switch to live chat while I look back at that. Oh, okay. His style proved contrary to their taste. Again, the epitome of sloth, these people. They know nothing other than, like, this is seriously, like, this is completely first world problems of them. Now I can hide this. Well, I'm glad that you washed up on shore rather than went further out to sea. The Sin Eater sharks would have gotten you. Not luck. You're probably related to one of the sub-characters in the source, which would mean that you can survive falls of indeterminate height. They don't have a choice, right? Because they're sloth? Yeah. So in case you needed another reason to be like, this guy's evil, there you go. I'm just as determined to set a bomb at the base of the Foundation and then blow it up and leave, to be honest. But then I won't get my White Crafter script stuff, so I don't think that's a good idea. Let's wait till I unlock the collectibles first, then we can blow the town up. Starting to sound like Wednesday Addams. Yeah, it gets a little balmy down here. Come on, Tristal. We'll figure out how we can do this. Alphino wants to get into the city, so he'll figure that part out. Do I want to walk back? No, not really, because the more that I walk back, the more likely I will be to actually get into a tussle with something, so let's not. I'll just teleport. Use that money. I have enough of it. I have 160 more silver pieces and 120 level 7 materias that I can sell still sitting in my pocket, so it's not like I'm going to need to worry about money for a while. Ain't no big thing, Tristal. Okay. And what will you give me? Oh, okay. That's not a bad idea. We could just bring it back when we're done. Well, yeah, I mean, after all they did to you. Alright, fair enough. Of course, most people that say that end up getting eaten by Sin Eaters, from my understanding, on the road. So maybe you should stay in right for a little longer. True, very true. Yeah, I guess that's probably what they're going to ask for next, since they kind of have an opening at the moment. Well, that's good, because I can't paint to save my life, and Rory is currently occupied, so. I'll carry the paint if you carry the brush. Alright, then. Besides, Zorn and Thorn won't question me. I've got as ridiculous of a get-up on as they do, so shouldn't turn too many heads. The Ether Current quests, by the way, unlock here in right after you've done that quest. So you got a Plankless Task and Village of Woe. Some of them lead to additional quests that we'll cover later, because I'm actually not going to do the Ether Current quests until we can get all of the Ether Currents in the field in each area. And for right now, there's one half of the peninsula up there that we can't get that stuff in. So once we acquire the quest Ether Current for the area, so for Calusia it's going to be a little while, but when we acquire the quest Ether Current, the one that's tied to the main quest around here, that's when I'll do all of the sub-current quests. Sub-quests for Ether Currents, rather. Excuse me. Ah, there is our friend. Let's see if she just logged in. or she's deep in thought. It's okay, though, if she's deep in thought. Probably getting everything all ready to get started, so... Now, do we stare each other down like this is Pokemon Stadium, or do I ask Cole if he's ready for the call? He said boop in chat, so that means he's ready for the call. Beep boop. I think he's ready for the call. That is what I am currently doing, which is, it's a good thing I'm in a sanctuary because, you know. There we go. What'd you do, fall off a cliff and end up with a face full of... Oh, cold in your apartment? Okay. I was going to say, did you fall off a cliff and get a face full of sand? Because that's what just happened to me.
You deserve it.
I mean, I didn't blow up for you last time. Oh, speaking of which, hold on, I can do that for you now. Sorry, Carbuncle, I have a job to do. Where's the...
I must go now. My planet needs me.
Where's the explode button? Here's the explode button. Put that in instead of Diamondback for a second. Here you go. Blech. Oh good, you can do that too. Your Auspice counterpart had their own Newlets? Whatever the hell they're called.
You just gave me the Kindness of Strangers one, by the way.
Oh, well, good. That's how you get the Kindness of Strangers, all of them, because you just you revive blue mages. What did I have there?
We're self-destructing in Limsa Plaza for our entertainment.
Pretty much, yeah. Although you have to not be in a party in order for it to work, so you can't just like party up and do it.
We could really just farm the shit out of that, couldn't we?
Pretty much.
Just you and I sitting here for 6.5 hours straight, rezzing you.
I think there's a trophy, or not a trophy, a title associated with it. So. Also, here is the debuff that I just got from doing that. Brush with Death. Your resolve has deserted you. You're unable to perform actions that would result in your death. So I cannot die for the next 8 minutes. I am now immortal for the next 8 minutes.
Imagine blowing yourself up on Blue Mage and then zoning into a Savage Ray with that debuff.
What? Wow. Billy, you can't kill
me.
I'm immortal. Alright, so I think I'm a quest ahead of you, so I'm gonna use Amaro to go back towards Gate Town, and you can just catch up.
I assume you talking to the weak and wet wretch.
Yes. Yes, I did. Oh, I should turn on melt music. While we're on the Amaro. Oh, and there's an ether current down there, so don't miss that. It's the only other one down here that we haven't gotten. So.
Damn it, Goku.
Alright, let's take the Amaro to Still Tide, quote unquote, and by that what I actually mean is I'm going to ride him so we can listen to the mount music until we get close to Gate Town, and then I'll just tell him to drop down and then head to Still Tide on his own. I use Amaros like this a lot in Shadowbringers when I can't fly around. It's just so much more convenient. And we get to hear the Amaro mount music, which we'll never be able to hear otherwise, because I'm never going to get the Amaro mount.
Are you crazy? You don't do work around here.
Nope. Oh, we're not going to get to hear it for very long now, but... Coming in for a landing.
Pace.
Go ahead, buddy. We'll get to hear it more later when we actually, like, go the entire trip. The full song is like a minute long, so we'll be able to hear it later.
I see the Colusian bisons are in season again.
Oh god, they're in heat! Run, little potato, run!
Hi, Alfie.
Wait, he said he was meeting me over here. Why is he over there?
2 places at once.
Damn. He's good.
more powerful than you could possibly imagine.
And he hasn't even been struck down yet. Alright, so now we just gotta try to pass ourselves off as a painter and an assistant who's also got a plague uniform on. Hello, Zorn and Thorn. That doesn't... Okay, I guess it might rhyme if you're, like, a really, like, cockneyed English speaker, but you'd have to say aplomb like a plum, which is
Plum.
what the word is back here. It's literally, they tried to rhyme it with a plum. He painted a picture of me. It's hanging on my wall now. It's awfully convenient. It's almost like you knew that we were going to ask for that.
Me despairingly sprinting to try and catch up with you.
Take it tomorrow and then land on the road to Gate Town. Once you, pick up the quest to go back here, that is.
I already have it.
Oh, okay. It's so much easier because then you can just AFK for like 45 seconds while you fly to your destination. Is that proof positive enough for you, Zorn and Thorn? These two don't do their homework, thankfully, unlike their counterparts in Final Fantasy IX.
Well, I guess we're going into the hive of scum and villainy.
It's a good thing Queen Braun isn't there. Though someone just as ugly will be waiting for us.
Mark our words.
Well, I couldn't be a parasite. I get rid of parasites. It's a living.
May I balance your humors, madam?
You see, I use my talents as a plague bringer to allow him to paint with all sorts of colors using people's blood. What?
What?
Yeah, that. They don't seem convinced. Thankfully, they're letting me through anyway.
How dare they call you a parasite?
It's okay, I know it. Speaking of parasites, these people are waiting for their butt loaves! I could make a bunch of sex jokes right now, but I'm gonna like abstain. I don't know if they'd be in good taste. Because neither is the meal! Ho ho! There, that was the only joke you get. Meanwhile, Rory getting to the same place I am.
The lament of all but saints and fools.
Arching.
And the comfort of the lords and ladies of this accursed place.
Disgusting! The lap of luxury.
Once they
I
held
smell
fast against
rich
the madness,
people.
only to embrace the coming cataclysm and delight in the end of days.
Well, here we are. You'll forgive me if I prefer my Limsa Lominsa at home.
Mother of God.
Perhaps in rapture they seek to lose themselves and the misery they share.
Well, they're only
Perhaps
miserable
for them
because they're
alone,
sloths.
The promise of eternal pleasure really does hold true.
And they don't do anything for themselves. They need struggle in their lives! Oh good, I snuck you in under my cloak. Fantastic. Don't tell Zorn and Thorn.
Hey, dear. What are you talking about?
I'm hidden. No, you won't get any tears from me. It fogs up the lenses in this Plague Doctor mask.
I'm crying, but only because I smell all this waste. I see all this wasted potential.
Fair enough. Go to Joyous Hall. Alright then. Uh-huh. I'm gonna need to declare it in a nice, loud voice because they can't hear me through the mask otherwise.
They seem awful convinced this place is paradise.
I mean, people tell themselves lies all the time until they believe it's true.
Hmm.
So, the people in Gate Town have to sit out there. These people get to sit up here. It's still the dregs, but, like... Well, I guess we have to go take a bath now. Oh, look, my chat is still off. There we go. In-game, that is. Let's hop into this thing while we're here. Go to
God,
the
this
glory
place
gate.
reminds me of hell.
Oh, there's 2 more around the outside. You go ahead. I'll go hit up these ones on the outside. And then when you're done with the bath...
With you.
Oh, okay, I was going to say. And then when you're done with the bath, we can switch places.
Divine hells.
This place is a shithole. I mean, I guess it's their shithole, but... They're literally
The city
living
of final pleasures.
built on the backs of other people's pain. It's like we never left home, huh?
Ulda's nicer than this.
Well, I wasn't talking about Ulda.
Hmm.
Oh, my brush with death is over. I'm no longer immortal.
Unsheathes gunblade.
Good. Shame. Turns to machinist and loads the gun.
Shame.
But yeah, originally I was going to actually fish up a fish here. After we got into the actual Aetheryte Plaza in Yulmore so I could purchase the bait I needed, but we don't need to do that anymore because, again, don't think it's a good idea to take a species from here and, you know, have it become invasive by taking it to the source. I already didn't want to take the hard Suge because it was endangered, so... There's a merchant over here. What the hell do they sell? I'm gonna go find out. Oh, this is the bait vendor. Okay, so this is where I would have gotten what I needed right here, because they sell Moyabe shrimp. They also sell fruit worms. I don't know what those catch, but the Moyabe shrimp would catch a Yulmore butterfly fish, and it's a size 1 fish that I would have stuck in there with the Haratsuge. So.
Sure you don't want to catch one and bring it back to the source for research?
No, because again, it could be considered an invasive species, so I think I'll pass.
Hmm.
Again, after all the troubles that we had with making sure the Haratsuge lived, I don't want to cause more problems. I also went in a full circle here because sometimes there's a little guest waiting for you in some of the, up on some of the houses here, but he doesn't seem to have shown up this time. Keep your eyes open, though. He'll show up eventually. Now, which of my clothes needs a bath more? Probably the ninja gear, honestly. The summoner gear is pretty fresh because Tadaru just made it for me, so I think I'll switch to ninja to get this bathed. Thanks, Carbuncle. Oh, look, no line. That's nice.
Can't imagine why.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yes, Alphino and Jimmy. Why does this guy look like Larry Zor? No, wait, hang on. It can't look like Larry Zor. He doesn't have the horn on.
Fair.
Okay. So I'm going to guess at the moment we need to classify ourselves in that bonded section, yeah. Okay. Alphino can maybe paint pretty pictures. So find work from somebody else or accept work as a general laborer. That's not what happened to Tristal. Maybe he just couldn't find other work. The Chives.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Mm.
But then again, I have a bad feeling about most things.
I mean, you've been here for a year. It's kind of hard to have a good feeling.
Hmm.
I know how nihilism works. still don't understand that. I feel like that's like a cat thing, but like, why do Mikote just always have their hands clawed up like that? Like they're ready to give themselves carpal tunnel at all hours. It just looks so uncanny valley. It looks like it would hurt after a while. I think you said something, but it cut your voice out.
Yes.
Yes, that. Okay, I have a paper. Papers, please. Thankfully, this border should be a little easier to cross. Excuse me.
Certainly easier than the one leading from Garlemald to everywhere else.
It's true. I thought of something, speaking of Garlemald, about the story that I was fed when I got here from our dear Grahatia of the Source, but I'll wait to talk about that until we actually see him again. That would be us, yes. Good, thank you. Before they get rowdy? What? Is there something on my face? I mean, we've been on the road for days. What do you expect us to smell like? Yeah, that sounds about right, actually. Why am I surprised by this? We just killed a Sin Eater. It probably smelled like death as well.
You lousery.
Speaking of which, did your little exploration back into the wilds bear fruit? Did the thing actually die this time, or did it come back?
Never be sure. Hasn't come back yet.
It's only a
They
matter
always
of
come back.
time. I'm not really one for perfume, but I guess if my natural musk isn't enough.
Musk.
Musk. I don't know why they felt the need to say that 5 times in a row. I guess so. Time to strip down naked. Oh, that one's occupied. De-louser. Okay, fair enough. This water's a little warmer than I'm used to. It's a little colder in the community bath in Shirogane. It's okay, though.
Guess you're weird.
Not weird. It's a cold shower. What's the problem with that?
I prefer my hell water, thank you very much.
Yeah, fair enough. Oop, that one's occupied, too. Turn away! Turn away! Actually, we should stand away from each other so we don't, like, double up on the perfume. Hold on. There we go. Might get too strong, you know. Eh.
Oh. Oh god, I feel like I'm going to another ball party.
Oh, it's fragrant. Good lord. That's really fragrant stuff. Okay, hang on. I think I'm getting used to it. Maybe not. Maybe it's causing allergies. I have Alphino. Are you taking your time? Or... hurry up and shower, Stinky. Alice would have been drying her hair by now. What would a Stydian say? Okay, which of his buttons should I press?
I pressed the Alice button.
Okay, I'll press the Estinian button. Hey Marie, how's it going? Welcome back. Got to the point where she just straight up says you smell bad and tells you to douse yourself in perfume. Yeah. Well, I didn't exactly launder these clothes recently, so she's probably right.
We haven't taken a shower since A Realm Reborn, so...
I mean, that's you. I take a shower every couple of days. They can afford it. They have enough water crystals in Doma. Don't bring that stuff near me. It's gonna make me sick. You know, it wasn't as bad this time. Sure, sounds like a plan. Let's go present ourselves to the patrons. Ideally before I sneeze in their faces.
Oh boy, I wonder what kind of wonderful people we're going to meet.
Hopefully their names all look like this one's, Cornen. This man is ready to grow in the field. Sorry, that was probably mean. Felt so fucking insulted in that. You're not drowning in blood and guts. There's no fucking way I smell lady wanted to slap her silly. I mean, we did just kill a sin eater not too long ago. If it reeks, that means we reek because we've got all of its sin blood on us, so that's probably part of it. Like, that was a couple of quests ago at this point, so it's not like we... I mean, I guess you could have walked back, taken a shower, and then, you know, returned, but... So there's multiple levels to be at here. Okay, fair enough. The Grand Dame's Parlor. Got it. Sounds like we're climbing the stairs. Let's hope it's not as tall
Think with how much of a luxury this place would be that they would have invented escalators. Or perhaps an elevator.
I mean, there is an elevator, but we're not allowed to use it.
Only the rich folk can use it.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm gonna stop off and hit up the aetherite currents here. Aetherite shards, rather. Oh, look, the jail. I've found the jail. Not many
What
cells.
could a place full of rich people need with a jail?
I get the feeling we're gonna find out. Clan Nutsy member. Wonder if we can register with Clan Nutsy yet. Oh, I've attuned to all the aetherite shards in Yulmore. Okay. What about the plaza? No, it's further up, probably. So in order to get the quest called Nuts to You, we have to finish the side quest Elite and Dangerous and the main quest, Travelers of Norvrant. So we're not quite there yet. I believe Travelers of Norvrant is after you find both Alpha Node and Alisay, so... We aren't killing anything until we join Clan Nutsy. I mean, you can. You've been here longer, you know what you can and can't kill. You're probably already with Clan Nutsy, knowing you. But...
How'd you know?
But I ain't killing nothing until Clan Nutsy tells me to cull it. Oh, I should probably put my summoner gear back on. I did come back in here with that on, so... I'd be like, who the hell are you? You're not the Plague Bringer. Well, I can play Triple Triad here. It's kind of surprising.
Dumbass puns that only come to my brain and my brain alone. You're not the Plague Bringer? Yeah, you're the Shadowbringer.
Oh no.
I will die now, as is my ordained fate.
I will see myself out. Oh, here's the Aetherite Plaza. Yeah. According to the message engraved in the base, special permission is required to use this Aetherite. Uh-huh. So
wait, does that mean we have to walk back here whenever we want to come back?
Probably.
I'm burning this place to the ground.
Understandable. Let's find our patron. I already said I was going to blow it up at the base, so that's not really out of the ordinary.
I'll help you. I'll get an axe.
Oh yeah, we gotta go register with the Amaro Keep at the bottom as well. Don't let me forget that. Before we leave. Or else we'll really have to walk to get back here. You had a fucking blast writing this part. Eventually got to the point where he said something along the lines of, Yulmore sucks, can't wait to burn it to the fucking ground. Yeah, that's, I mean, understandable, considering our reaction. Fat cats!
Fun fact, she uses the Lalafell animation set.
You know what?
That's not a joke.
You know what? That checks out, actually.
I am given to understand you were in search of an artist.
Or an artiste.
Ah, you must be the new,
Oh, goodness me. What an adorable boy.
Oh, no. She could just pinch his little cheeks.
Those pearly cheeks. Oh, and you even smell wonderful. Like a bed of flowers.
Like a bed of flowers.
Well, yeah, they told us to shower before we came in here, because we were stinky. He is super leaning into this.
I approve of this one, dearest. I am positive he'll paint us the most delightful pictures.
I was going to follow that up by saying something else, but that's probably spoilers not just for 5.0, but also for 5.1, so I will hold my tongue.
Yes. Well, as long as he paints better than that talentless wretch we sent packing last
Sent packing.
I was going to say, it's fine, dude, I'm also slightly allergic to this perfume, but you're hemming because you threw some man off a cliff. So, burn in hell.
Wonderful, wonderful. Welcome to Yulmore.
Oh, that's right, we haven't introduced ourselves
As to
yet.
know, if it please you, my lady, And this is my assistant.
Jimmy Grayston, the illustrious assistant to Alphino Leveilleur.
Your assistant.
Pleasure
Pay
to
no
make
mind
your
to the
acquaintance.
Lalafell hiding under
For
Jimmy's coat.
bringing in
Nope,
family
she's not
members,
here.
But this seems a bit irregular. Aren't you a little young to have a protege?
I mean, I'm a little old, but I had no lot in life otherwise, and that's why he has me.
We are family in all but name, my lord. Though we share no blood, we have stood by each other through life's many challenges, resolved to prevail together or not at all.
It's funny you should say that, considering how disparate the Scions are right now. What? I was talking into my mask again.
Of all people,
You like my
Holy
mask?
hell.
Thank you.
best understands my work. With his unique insight,
The part where I'd
guiding
be
my hand,
jamming my elbow
the
into
art
one of
I
your
create
knees.
is sure to satisfy your expectations.
You don't have to, because I can just talk under my breath about these people all I want, because that's what the mask is for. Like my mask, huh, Marie? Thank you. Appreciate that. It took a little doing to get it. It wasn't dropping for the longest time, so...
Once the picture is begun, of course, I shall have no need of constant encouragement.
Which will leave me to become a general
And so I
laborer.
wondered, rather than him being in your way, might it then be permissible for my assistant to explore the city he has so longed to see?
Oh, it would do me so much good to explore this city. I could learn of all its structural weak points.
Out of gratitude for his
have
priceless
bombs.
contribution to my art,
I also
I
have
thought
bombs.
it
I have
only
bomb
fair
toss
that I
on
make
Blue
this
Mage.
humble request on his behalf.
Not bad,
Did you
Alphino.
ever hear of such devotion? Of course your assistant must have his wish. He shall be free to roam to his heart's content.
Well, that's awfully convenient. It's a good thing we had a patron that is both clueless and thoughtful.
Isn't that
The
right,
only
darling?
nice person within a square mile.
Oh, yes. Yes, of course, dearest. Quite right.
And we also have her submissive husband, which is only fueling the fire, so that's good.
I mean, he is a cat boy, so...
Yeah. Sounds like I'm gonna be
Shots
doing a little
fired.
exploring. I mean, not shots fired at me, so what do I care?
If you were playing a cat boy, you would have thrown me over the side.
Potato bomb. Fucking, like, potato mine from Plants vs. Zombies. Sounds like we're free to sightsee. Top to bottom, huh? Sounds like a plan.
You should pay special attention to the bottom.
Again, structural weak points. Yeah, sure. Fair enough. Okay, so we have taken the quest free to sightsee, and that means if we switch to a crafter or a gatherer, that quest over there with Moen will open up. This is the White Crafter script for level 80 unlock, and Moen should probably remind you of someone.
Oh no.
Oh good, you already got my registration papers. Fantastic. Now I can actually get a job here and not feel like a freeloader. Well, I'm a little bit more than just a painter, ma'am. A collectibles provider? Perfect. Now they can't throw me out of the city when they realize that this is a sham. Oh wait, I don't have the mask on anymore. Whoops. We're using the exact same scripts that you're using in your world. Okay.
Don't question it, it's just like Convergent Evolution.
I hate don't question it, though, because that's the same thing as saying it's a game mechanic. It ruins my immersion. Actually,
I'm going to throw
probably
you into the sun.
probably the White Crafter scripts were probably also found in the same place as the Allegan Tomestones and the Crystal Tower, and they just sort of accepted them. So, it actually, honestly, it probably makes more sense here than it did back in Shadowbringers when the white scripts were a new currency that looked increasingly familiar because they looked exactly like the other ones except white. So,
Yeah, we take those. We take them W's where we can get them.
I guess it means I don't have to exchange currency.
Other games have tried the prospect of exchanging currency between different realms. It has not worked.
It's actually oh, never mind. You said it first. Yes, I'm well aware. Okay, so now we should have the script exchange unlocked for level 80. Master recipes, materials, and miscellaneous. We'll work on that in a second. Yeah, level 80 materials are now available. Recipes are available, that sort of stuff. I think I gotta go into... No, that's Endwalker stuff. Master recipes 1 will have the one that I'm looking for. So, eventually, what I would like to purchase is Master Culinarian 8, because that has the foods in it that we're going to use as endgame food. That's 400 scripts, so we'll keep that in mind. The other stuff that we're going to want to work on getting is Crafters and Gatherers script gear. So let's take a look at that. We have eye level 500 gear. Don't even bother with the rest. It's not as good. The Hand Saint stuff. So this stuff is pretty good. It's pretty good. It's not good enough to make the stuff that's in Master Culinarian 8, to be fair, but I have food to compensate for that, so don't even worry about that. And as you can see, we're capped on like crafter scripts. Cole, I don't know how many you have, but well, your custom deliveries are still up for the week, so you can just do them once we're done. In my
And also,
case,
the Land Saint coat is the nicest looking coat in the game.
Yeah, it's pretty
No cap.
good looking, actually. I'm going to be making a similar coat in just a few moments, actually. But now that I have since I have 4,000 scripts, I'm just going to buy all the Hand Saint stuff that I need, and I'll just equip it later when I'm actually at the appropriate level to wear it. I am at the appropriate level to wear the Leatherworker stuff, so we'll be putting that on right away, and then I'll be
Still
making
haven't gone
that
to
thing.
Garlemald, Cole. It sucks there. Don't go.
Not exactly very much fun, huh? Let's see, we need a fry pan. I'm level 77, so I can't equip this just yet, but it looks good. Am I going to have enough to buy the other stuff? I think so. Yeah, the armor doesn't cost nearly as much as buying all the other stuff, so it's probably fine. Get this beret, get this jacket, get these gloves, get these pants, get them shoes, get some earrings, necklace, bracelets, and 2 rings. Easy. 750 left over. I pretty much could buy Master Culinarian 8, but I can't use it till I'm level 80 anyway, so there's no real point. I also think, if I recall correctly, I got enough scripts to get all the Land Saints stuff as well that I need. I'm not going to bother with getting the Botanist stuff, because I'm not level 80 on Botanist, but I will bother with the other stuff, so. Get pickaxe. The sledgehammer. Do you have any white scripts, by the way, Cole? Like, just laying around that you can use for this stuff, or are you already doing the quests that I'm waiting to do until I'm done buying all this stuff? Excuse me.
I'm standing right next to you.
Oh, okay. I'm in a menu, so I can't see you. Coat, gloves. Might be cutting it a little close with these White Gatherer scripts, but that's okay. Once I have these, I'll never need Gatherer scripts ever again, so it doesn't matter. Bracelet. And 2 rings. Look at that. We got like 65 left over. Like I said, cutting it a little close, but that's okay. Alright, so the next thing that I need to do is I need to equip all this stuff, but I'm not going to equip it just yet because I don't have the glamours for it. That's what all of this stuff is for. We're going to use that to make some glamours once we make it back to the Crystarium, so I can actually go into my fancy room that the Crystal Exarch gave to me, and then I can stick it in the glamour chest, and then we can use it as our 3rd and final glamour. I'm just going to use this glamour, though, for the crafter stuff. This is fine. It doesn't bother me. Plus, I get the little hearts on the cuffs because this is actually from the Valentine's Day event, and it dyes up pretty nicely, so I'm okay with this. Spider Alexander is so freaking cool. Yeah, I guess...
Built it.
Yeah, Rory decided to build it, so... Alright, instead of getting naked in the middle of the street, let me go do these quests now, and then we'll get naked in my inn room and, you know, actually put the clothes on when we get there. So. That's me, fresh registered and a little bit lost. Sounds like my entire life.
W.
Who's your attendant? No, don't think I have. Oh, okay. Man, that's a long time to be away for dropping a handkerchief. Okay, fair enough. Let's go find the lad. Maybe I can stare out the windows and find him. There are no windows, never mind. I think he's over here, though, yeah. I have a sixth sense for these sorts of things after all those Hildebrand quests.
Oh,
good.
Jesus Christ!
Oh, good. He's hanging over the side. Need a hand, sir? Hang on. I got you. Well, we got you because Rory's also helping you up. I'll say you almost ended up like the people that you guys throw out on a daily basis. Yeah, it's all good. You almost fell in the ocean for a handkerchief. Alright, sure. You risked your life for a scrap of cloth. It seems silly, but then again, you guys don't have any danger around here, so... Oh, that's how it is. Okay, got it. You could just tell her you have a crush on her. That's a farce, but okay. Uh-huh. Yeah, I get it. You're living in the lap of luxury. Again, can't wait till it all falls down on you, but anyway. Yeah, actually, she's the one that sent me, and she said she didn't like being alone. Yeah. Oh, boy. Run to her, man, and declare your undying love. Maybe get a ring from the script dealer while you're at it so that you have something to reel her in with. Well, it looks like they're both just hanging out now, so that's good, I suppose. Yeah, well, I seem to have a fairly timely disposition, so... You value him very highly, then. I wonder if he feels the same way about you. Yeah, well, fair enough. And what's that glorious measure? Oh. Uh-huh. You know, I've heard of stuff like this before. I've never... Okay, so it's been a long time since I worked on a farm, to be fair. But I've heard of stuff like this where they raise cattle and they have the cattle, basically, they raise them from, you know, day one with nothing except for all the amenities in the world just to plump them up and then they eat them. I wonder if it's the same thing around here. I mean, I don't need a reward for that, but apparently she's got a treasure chest full of boots, so that's cool. I literally do nothing with these things except sell them, to be honest with you. Like, they don't serve me any purpose.
The gear is actually surprisingly useful because they're handing you really expensive gear for free.
Yeah, well, it's high quality gear, so if you're not geared up to this point, it's probably useful, but I don't change X-Packs until I'm fully geared for them, so I don't have to get as much gear, so, you know. No, I was just wandering, to be fair. I am waiting for my patron to ask for a painting, so. The Beehive, okay. Sounds like a plan. So let's head to the Honeybee Inn, the Beehive. There aren't nearly as many naked men in here as there are in the Honeybee Inn.
You're going the wrong way.
You're right, I am going the wrong way. Just bump my head on the door. Sorry, I can't see in this mask. The goggles are fogged.
Sir, perhaps you should take the mask off.
That would be impossible. Surprisingly, it kind of looks like the Honeybee Inn from the FF7 remake, but maybe that's the lighting.
You know, in a city built on decadence, is it bad I was expecting a strip club?
No, that's about right, actually.
In the main plaza, no less, though.
Yeah, well, they want their amenities close to home. This place gives you the heebie-jeebies. Maybe it's the music. Yeah, it's got a little... I mean, I saw Zorn and Thorn at the door, and I was like, okay, this place is going to be evil. We in the club. Yes, we are. Please stop with the bee puns. I'm the only one allowed to make bad puns around here. Just ask Rory. Anybody else does it, she gets angry. Hell, she gets angry sometimes when I do it. High or low? Okay. I mean, I'd rather play a triple triad, but... Sure. Yeah, why not? Oh, actually, what are the rules first? High or low is a guessing game. Decide whether the total of your 3 cards is higher or lower than the total of your opponent's cards. There are 9 cards, so they represent numbers 1 through 9. Take a look at your cards, and if you guess correctly, you win the match. Cool. I flip one of mine, she flips 2 of hers. Sounds like the house is stacking the odds against me, but this is a card game, so it's not really shocking. Ooh, this is a tough one, because those are the 3 middle numbers. Will my total be higher or lower than theirs? I'll go lower. Hey!
First try!
Not bad. I am pretty good at the card games back home, so maybe it's a sign. You want to make it best 2 out of 3? What is this, Platoon? No, she's not paying me mountains and mountains of money, so it can't be Platoon. You get so many doubloons and Ni no Kuni from playing Platoon, it's ridiculous. Square Enix took away my poisons. I can't fucking threaten people with a slow and painful death anymore without getting creative. I mean, you could just auto-attack them with your book until they're pleading for mercy and then just murder them with Hawkmourne. I do that sometimes. Alright, house is still stacked against me, so let's see if we can win high or low again. So she's got 12, I've got 5. I think it's going to be low again. Unless that's a 1 she's got over there. It is a 1. Well. Alright then. 1 each.
First try!
Guess Rory already won. So that means I have to play a tiebreaker. Oh, it's not even like a tiebreaker. It's just you lose, retry. That's disappointing.
Welcome to Triple Triad Light Extreme.
Well, I mean, I have a 1 and you have a, was that a 7 and an 8? I'm pretty sure I'm going to be low this time. I was hoping for 1, 2, 3. Then I'd win 10,000 MGP. Or wait, wrong game. Okay, well, I won best 2 out of 3 anyway, so. I mean, I literally guessed low all 3 times. It's really not that hard. I have a 50-50 chance, so. And this is not Final Fantasy Tactics, so that is not a 0% chance of hit. True accuracy does not exist in this game. Not anymore, anyway. Yeah, that is a little uncanny, actually. Oh, that's why then, because Lord Vothri is a Sin Eater. Because he can command Sin Eaters, and the only thing that can tell something that takes no orders other than its own hubris what to do is other Sin Eaters. Great. Like, I need to understand, like, did people read through this on first playthrough and not see these details? Like, because I feel like I'm reading through this and I almost feel like I have an unfair advantage because I've seen this before, but I'm reading it and trying to read it from the context of someone who hasn't played this before, and I'm like, holy shit, they literally tell you exactly the twist that they're going to try to have later. Right there in the text. Like, I don't know, man. Oh, okay, fair enough. Okay, have fun. I'm going to go to the lookout point over here and then talk to Atharn. What the hell do you suppose they want me to do from this lookout point? I'm gonna say /dance. In the corner. That is incorrect. It's not /lookout, is it? I'm not like a peeping Tom in the corner. It is. I'm a peeping Tom in the corner. Okay, fair enough. I got 40,500 experience for doing that, though, so it's fine.
You do not wish to be horny anymore.
I never did in the first place. You didn't read it well enough, but that caught you because you didn't read it well. Then you thought, that makes so much fucking sense. Yeah, well. I mean, I guess if you're like, just kind of scrolling through. It's fine, and I'm sitting here trying to meticulously pour through every detail, so I mean, I guess I'm looking at it with a keener eye than most. But I don't know. I wish they wouldn't just give it away so quickly, you know. I don't think I will slow down, actually, because I have places to be. I have an entire another half of a quest line to do before I can get out of here, so. You want me to dance for you? Oh, dance at the mark on stage. Okay, which one do you want, left or right? I guess that's right. Little did they know that they would have a plague doctor up on the stage here. I'm surprised they liked it, considering they can't see my face. But then again, the dude down there is wearing the Bone Wicca mask, so, you know. I don't know how he got it, but fair enough. Aw. I was gonna say, maybe if I make this jump, they'll clap even more, but I did not. I missed. Did you see the Harlequins? Why the fuck didn't we get something out of that? I don't know. Because they make the reference and then they don't do anything with it. They're just like, hey, Zord and Thorn reference! Okay, but what... It's all very nice, but what is it for? What does it do? Nothing. That's the answer. And when was it not peaceful here? Uh-huh. Yeah, we used to fight Sin Eaters to the death, and then his son came to power, and now the Sin Eaters don't kill us anymore because they're under our command. Did no one question that this was okay?
In the defense of literally everyone in the city, existential threat gets magically taken care of and their way of life isn't impacted.
That's true. They do throw out anyone that questions anything, so it's probably why. The only people that are left are the people that are willing at this point to just accept their lot in life and never question a goddamn thing. Alright.
It is the apocalypse.
Yeah, well, it's near apocalypse. To be fair, though, we've had a near-miss apocalypse in our past, and we've averted it, so it's fine.
Unfortunately, it seems like these people have not had such luck.
No,
Can't
because...
help but wonder if Limsa would look like this if something similar happened to our world.
God, I hope not. I'd have to change my allegiances. I really like that title for that episode that I used, by the way, back in Stormblood, because it was the episode where Omega and Shinryu were going to murder each other, and I called it Near Miss Apocalypse. I really need to use that title more, because I actually really like it. It's just so, like, it rhymes, it has good rhythm. It's really good. It's not as good as the one that I used in Ratchet & Clank Tools of Destruction, though. There will never be a title for a video that I make that is as good as Googleplex and the Pirate Bay. You just can't do any better than that. That's it. It's over. I've created the best subtitle for any video ever created on YouTube. For context, Cole, that was the episode where you go to the Iris supercomputer and the pirates are outside keeping it hostage. So I called it Googleplex and the Pirate Bay.
God damn it.
Oh boy. Anyway, is Alpha Node busy painting, or... Well, he's right about that. One cannot rush good art because they won't add Painter as a disciple of the hand in this game.
God, I wish.
They won't add any crafters to this game anymore, so... Alpha Node, did you get some bright ideas about where... Oh, they picked those garments out for you? Because that's like half of my scholar outfit. I wonder where they got the idea from. I don't recall this part of the artistic process. Let's just tease him. Are they letting you be your own muse? I thought since we were enjoying ourselves so thoroughly, I wouldn't have to smother you in bed tonight. I mean...
Christ, Jimmy.
Oh, Jesus. This is gonna take a while, isn't it? No, I guess it gives us more of a chance to explore the city. And go down and hit up that Amaro Keep that I was mentioning. I think there's a quest that brings you down there again. I hope so, anyway. So. Oh, okay, fair enough. That's true. Yeah, I did in fact see the jail while I was down there, so let's go to the jail.
I cannot imagine what horrors that we will find down there.
Well, I didn't see anybody in the cells, but maybe they were just, excuse me, loading up the new prisoners.
Still gonna blow this place up.
Man, this place really is the dumps. You leave the Aetheryte Plaza and you're not allowed to play Triple Triad anymore. I don't even know who you'd play Triple Triad with up there. I mean, I guess I could play you, but I don't know if you have any cards, so...
You're a 4th-rate duelist with a 3rd-rate deck.
Hmm. I mean, I do have the starter deck still. It comes in surprisingly handy sometimes when certain rules are afoot, like reverse.
I hate that rule.
Yeah, me too.
I despise it.
Oh, look! A lookout point! I distinctly recall this one being fucking annoying to get to, but I think you have to jump from a higher level to get to it, so... It's on that lamppost, how do I describe it from here? So there's the flag down there. Flag? I don't know, it looks like a quilt, actually. And then to the right of it, the lamppost to the right of it is where the lookout spot is. You could probably see it on my screen if you look at my stream. But I imagine if you hop down from there, it would probably be not as hard as some of them, like that one in Rauger's Reach. Good lord, man, that one. I still haven't gotten that one. I don't even know how the hell you get up there.
Ow.
Did it not work? Do you even have the sightseeing log?
No.
Yeah,
I was just
I
seeing
didn't
if I
think
could
so.
get to it first try, which I would think would be amusing.
Yeah, because then I would blow myself up and let you res me up there. Oh, look, I found a jailbird. Literally, because she's called the Weeping Warbler. Isn't that actually a good thing, being a 4th-rate duelist with a 3rd-rate deck? I mean, I guess it gives you an advantage, so... Maybe it goes the other way around in the insult. Yes, this is one of the many jump on top of this spots, yeah, pretty much. Something like that, yeah. Do you need a lozenge? I can probably make one. There's probably lozenges in my culinarian log. I mean, I can just go find some honey. I'm sure they've got some. Nice black mage staff, by the way.
Built it.
Sounds about right. You can set things on fire with it, just like the commercial, so...
You did say you wanted to blow this place up, so I'm just prepared.
Fair enough. A well-placed flare. Oh, okay. I'll go see if the doctor can help you, since this plague doctor apparently can't help you.
If only... I wish that, like, more quests had... If you could interact with them as a healer if different things happen.
Yeah,
Some
that
quests
would be
actually
nice.
fucking do that.
That would
which I
be
think is
nice.
amusing.
Unfortunately, they can't do it with this quest because this lady's giving off death flags, and that means that they're going to murder her pretty soon, so they couldn't split the timeline even for inconsequential NPCs, basically. I wonder if I can do it from here. Like I can hop down here. And get on the side here. I don't know if I have enough room to like sprint and jerk to the side and do it, though. I guess I could try. I missed the jump button. That's okay. I'll work on that later.
Mage is fun, Marie. It's weird because it's like... I like Black Mage. It has a nice, simple rotation once you actually understand it, but I also understand playing any class low level, like, before you get certain skills is fucking agonizing. I hate it. I hate it!
Oh, look, the doctor's right down here. That's good, because it gives me an excuse to go hit up the Amaro Keep. Actually, Thoric, I do. Here's the symptoms and a chunk of butt loaf that I stuck in a bag, because there ain't no way in hell I'm touching that with my hands.
Butt loaf.
Butt loaf. Lump in her throat? That's not... She doesn't have a tumor, dude. So what you're saying is you're not going to give her medicine because you're out here and you want her to be out here. What do you mean? I thought they just threw them out. Where did they go? Well, I mean, I could have guessed that, but where did they go?
Can we drop the city on this guy's head?
I mean, if we hit the structural weak point on the back side of it here, we could probably send it down like a tree. Follow me to the Amaro Keep, by the way. Because again, if we don't hit this up now, we're really going to have to walk back here. And there is a point where we return here later, so I'd rather not have to really walk back here. I'd rather just take an Amaro from Stillright. Or Stilltide, rather. There we go. Now all you gotta do is hit up the Amaro Keep and Stilltide or right, if you haven't already, and then we can just fly right here. If I didn't have enough Crafter and Gatherer scripts, by the way, to buy all my gear, I would have done that at some point. Once I had enough, I would have just flown back here and collected up my spoils. This one was a bitch to get. Yeah, this one had you thinking for most of the fucking expansion. If no one ever leaves, then where the fuck do they go? See, I've seen the Twilight Zone, so I know where this is going. Like, I knew almost immediately where this is going, so yeah. I feel like Black Mage doesn't fucking get going to at least get Fire 3, maybe Blizzard 3 as well. I can't play Black Mage below level 60 because I miss Fire 4 and Blizzard 4 too much if I try. I'm like, this doesn't feel right when I'm playing at lower
Black
than
Mage
that
has
level.
two completely fucking separate rotations depending on whether you are post-60 or pre-60.
Yeah.
Like, I have never seen a class go from one rotation to another with such, like, gusto.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's kind of strange.
I did, in fact, but it's not the medicine you want. It's medicine of words, and the words are, the doctor says, fuck you. I mean, you could try to become a general laborer. You could work for the collectibles lady. Under your nose, even. Under that giant mustache. So what will you do? Yeah, they don't take too kindly to that around here. What's an ascension? Oh. Why is that a good thing? I'm a little confused. You assume they died too, but he said people are rarely seen even leaving his corpses, so what now? Where do they fucking go? See, like, this is pretty much the part right here where I started to think of the, if you've seen Soylent Green is People, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, look it up. Actually, I don't think that was the Twilight Zone now that I think about it. I think that was in some other sci-fi movie. So... But that's where they're going with this. I'll just say it right now. Soylent Green is People. If you don't know what that means, just wait. You'll find out. Don't look it up if you don't know what that means, though. Because it'll save you the surprise. And it may be one of the only surprises you actually get out of this X-Pack, so don't look it up.
In hell, hearing this explanation in post having beaten the entire expansion, ugh.
That's what I'm saying.
I hate it!
Okay, but where's the Celestial Paradise, exactly? Okay, but he commands the Sin Eaters, which means he himself is a Sin Eater, so you're either sending them to ascend into Sin Eaters themselves, or something worse. I don't think I would want a place within Lord Vothri's host. That sounds disgusting. Why would I want to add to the homunculus? It doesn't save me from Hama and Mudo spells in this game. We're going really far back with that one. Good luck. Okay, you can say it now. She's dead, Jim. Whenever you're ready.
He's dead, Jim.
There we go, thank you. Let's go see how dead she is! Oh wow, it's been an hour and 15 minutes already. We can't teleport to the Aetheryte Plaza, can we? Man, this place sucks even worse than I thought. I can't even use my car to get up to the top. You know, accidentally ram into all of the bars so that it busts everyone out of jail while I'm at it. Forgive me, lords and ladies, I was testing the structural integrity of your tower. Sad to say, it failed the test.
That sounds like the line from an Abridged series after the villain blew up something.
That's good, because I feel like an Abridged series villain right now in this outfit. Light and Dark are such cool but such troll elements in SMT. They sure are, especially in the older ones where it's just like, hey, do you like instant death? No? Then fuck you! Unless it's Digital Devil Saga 2, in which case Seraph Lore is just the best light spell ever. Because it
Fucking Alfie now.
doesn't miss. Literally. Thing where Square Enix locks Aetherites behind MSQ progression still pisses me off. Let me fucking explore. I really hope they don't do what they did with the Aetherite in Eulmore here in Endwalker at all, because it would mean they did. I was gonna say, because it would mean they didn't learn their lesson from how annoying this is.
I think the joke is that it's supposed to be annoying. Like everyone in the city.
It's not funny though. Like everyone in this city, it's not funny though.
At least I don't think they lock any Aetherites. I don't remember them locking any Aetherites.
Yeah, well, you would remember if it was this case, because it's like, okay, well, I have to keep walking all the way up and around. Because, like, you can't even teleport back here now, because the main Aetherite is locked off. You have to go to Stilltide or right, then take an Amaro to get here. It's another loading screen, basically, so. Yeah, that's what it seems like. Alpha, no, let me tell you what Soylent Green's people is, but I'll tell you when you're older. Let's just take care of what's in front of us for now.
Tell you when you finally hit your growth spurt. In 20 expansions.
Yeah, pretty much. Again, when you're no longer marketable. It's not as bad, but they do lock one Aetherite away. You can't get the one in Radzat Han when you first go there. You should know. You don't fucking have it. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, I wouldn't know that. The only Radzat Han I've ever experienced are the coins you can get out in the Dravanian hinterlands. Excuse me. Well, take a look at the outline work. You know, it's not bad, actually. You already shaded and everything. It's going to be kind of hard to paint with the shading, isn't it? Well, it's in pencil, so that's why it's unflattering. I mean, what do you want him to do with an 8.5 by 11 canvas? It's not like he can paint you a picture that's 50 feet tall.
Kid's art skill. I mean, not to toot my own horn.
Yeah. He painted the Yugirian Gesetsu sketch, though, didn't he, back in Stormblood? Not painted, he sketched it. So, like, I mean, he's pretty good at it, I guess. Maybe he took some painting classes back in Charlian.
Really sad they never bring up his artistic thing back in Endwalker.
Mm.
Could have had the potential for more shooting me in the face. Much like the rest of the expansion that shot me in the face.
Speaking of being shot in the face, this Screaming Man sounded like he got shot in the face. That is a good question. And we're about to have an answer, because hear ye, Zorn and Thorn are here. I'm going to keep calling them that because it evokes Zorn and Thorn, who do their job better than Zorn and Thorn in this game. A villain, huh? Uh-huh. Did he use Magic Hammer? Lord knows he can't get up anyway to actually get his own MP, so he probably needed to use Magic Hammer so he could kill them.
A villain? Oh no.
Who is this guy anyway? Oh, so it's like a public sentencing? Do they have the pillory and the gallows as well? I suppose there's only one way to find out. We'll talk about this artwork later when it's the more pertinent thing of the two. In the meantime... Oh look, the delivery Moogle followed me here as well. I don't know how he gets all these places. Maybe he hides in my cloak too when I teleport to and from the source.
Or the delivery Moogle is the only other being in the universe as powerful as Confucius.
Nah, that can't be.
Oh, we're at this part.
This is the fucking part where you were dead set on burning this place to the ground. Lord Vothry is fucking doing a public execution. Wow, this place sucks. I guess I'm a little desensitized to it because I see them in like every JRPG I've ever played. So.
That's Vothry.
Who, the lion or the pile of lard next to it?
Jesus Christ!
It's a good thing I'm 6 feet tall. I can actually see over everybody here. Okay, why does he have sin eaters in here?
He's attended by sin eaters. But how does he keep them
I
from
now want to
attacking?
burn this place even more.
He's a sin eater, Alphino. I don't know how many more times I have to say it. He's a sin eater. That's how he prevents them from attacking.
Mercy. Mercy.
Why do they look like porcelain statues?
Why does
do
that
I want
voice
to burn
sound
this place
familiar?
down? Oh, for
Well,
fuck's sake.
12.
Oh, good. Our illustrious guest, and he's bleeding. That's great.
Oh yeah, I forgot. They just straight up made him bleed a lot.
Hang on, buddy. I got physic.
Here, what happened to you?
Who are these impudent louts? I do not recall requesting their presence.
I'm the healer, actually. Hi. I can cast physic for approximately 600.
Lord Vothry, what is the meaning of this?
Either
Why is
roly
this
poly.
poor man bleeding to death on your floor?
Because he willed it so. Let's keep up here, Alphino. He's the master here. What he says goes.
Why? You ask me why? Because criminals must be punished. And this man is guilty of fraud.
You were rolling your eyes when I said that he was punishing a malcontent. Also, sin eaters. Kill him now. Yeah, believe me, I would pull the trigger, but the cutscene won't let
He
me.
came to us, claiming to be a man of business. Yet his subsequent conduct has shown him to be anything but.
Why did we not bring Kaishir in here with us? Why did we let him fend for himself with the fucking Ondo orange? Like, what the fuck is he gonna do with an orange? Like, just bring him in as another patron. He'd at least have a better life here. Like, I almost question Alphinode's ability to be like, yeah, you know, he's kind of okay, and I don't feel good about letting him in otherwise, or letting him die.
Only to take on a blight upon our society.
So, you're a blight upon society because you have not to give and live, only to take, as a result of being the top of the food chain here, right?
To atone for this crime, I ordered that he fling himself from the balcony.
Was the lion from fucking Amdapur hard mode going to crop dust him on the way down too?
He had the temerity to weep. Please, my lord, anything but that.
I'll tell you what, if this guy lives, he'll have a good idea of taking up acting.
Well, then is a man of mercy to do, but offer the sinner another way to show his contrition.
Through blood sacrifice? Now you have to clean up
Another way,
the
meaning
floor.
What exactly?
Sin eaters are part of Yulmor's society, but they must be fed with ether. Living ether. So, I demanded an offering of flesh, carved by his own hand, from his own hide.
Uh-huh.
And still, he could not do as I asked.
Well, not everybody has 6,000 pounds of fat to give like you do, big guy.
Wholly unsatisfactory performance.
Literally said, why the fuck are we letting this guy in with our ticket to Yulmore? Well, yeah, the thing that I'm wondering is, like, why don't we...
Unrelated.
you know.
By the way,
Yeah.
this track playing right now in the background, One of my favorites from this expansion.
It was in the benchmark for this too, actually. Now I think about
It's
it.
so good.
And again, if you didn't think that this place was evil before,
But his actions were driven only by a desire to share in your paradise.
their paradise is wrong, Alpha. No, their paradise
That you
is
would
fake.
cast him out, I could almost accept. But to humiliate him.
I have
thus,
thoughts about Yulmore
to
that we'll
demand his
talk about
very
later.
life? Is this truly the way of Yulmore?
Why are you surprised? We knew this going in. Are you trying to rally the people against this tub of lard? Because they will all die. It'll just be us two.
I won't.
Child, have you ever paused to consider what it takes to maintain such a paradise in this barren, broken world of ours? The guarantee of safety and stability. The knowledge that if one only abides by the rules, one has naught to fear.
I mean, the things they should fear are sitting in the floor above them,
I
so...
alone can offer these things, for I alone can command the Sin Eaters.
Because you are a sin eater. Look at your fucking cloak. I don't know if anybody saw that detail, but okay, so he's got the shawl around his neck, he's got the little bracelet thing around his neck.
Oh my
and
god,
his
that's
60
exposed
chins.
already?
It's right there! This is what I'm talking about! Why do they do
I
this?
fucking noticed that. I thought that popped out of his cloak later.
Why do they do this? There's a face right there next to this black cloak where the white is. There's a face. He's a sin eater. It's right there.
I can't believe Jimmy has finally already started malding.
I've been malding
Not even
for a
past
while.
the first quest change, Jimmy.
I've been malding for a while. I can't zoom this in, can I? Don't know if I want to. I think I'll fuck up my entire whatchamacallit. I think I'll fuck up my entire setup if I do that. Yeah, I don't know how I can... I don't want to zoom this in because I don't want to fuck up my setup, but, like, it's... There's the black cloak, and then near where his left shoulder is, it's on our right, his left. It's right underneath where the purple starts. There's just a face, just sticking out. They tied it up with a bit of cotton, and it died.
And thus am I alone the voice of
Dude, you're gonna
justice.
fucking burst if you stay this angry for the next 2 hours.
Thankfully, we're leaving this place soon, so I won't have reason to be this angry. I'm just outbursting because it's the same thing, okay? They did it with Graha already, and now they're doing it here. It's like, can you guys please stop giving it all away way too early? Well, we get to listen to this track for a little longer, so that at least is good.
It's such a good track.
Why am I getting angry enough to fight him? We can't fight him
You're
right now.
You're getting so angry, your anger is branching off into your character in the game, Jimmy.
Yeah, but that means that they're separate from myself, which is immersion breaking. I'm malding, but that doesn't mean I'm going to take action. Innocent people will die.
You were granted a place in my city for a particular skill. What was it?
Well, it wasn't kicking ass.
Painting.
So.
An artist. Then you shall paint a picture for me.
Next expansion,
Of you.
Mono actually fucking nukes Final Fantasy 14.
I mean, you're not incorrect.
Find your art pleasing.
We won't even get to the next X pack before I nuke it.
Way of insolence.
You need help casting Physic, buddy? Kryle yelled at me for not casting Physic in the last X pack. I don't think they actually do anything here with the healer. I don't think you heal him if you come in here on a healer.
I told you to paint me a picture.
He's painting you a picture, a metaphor,
Of what Yulmore really looks like.
or what it will look like when the people actually start to stand together.
What you need is a mirror, not a painting. It will capture the horror I see before me far better than I
Jesus
could.
fucking Christ!
I've taught the boy well.
That is probably my favorite Alpha No line. or like up there.
That's pretty.
It's
It's pretty
so
good.
fucking merciless, and I love it.
I don't think I even need to say anything. I think he pretty much captured the moment, so I'm just gonna leave. Bye.
Valthry's reaction to that comment is so goddamn funny.
Well, he's not used to people talking back to him. He's gotten everything he's ever wanted in his life.
I'll kill them! I'll kill them all!
Will you?
I'll enslave their minds! I'll torment them! Torture them! And tear out their hearts!
You're gonna have to catch us first. Bye, Tubby. Huh. I didn't see that guy when we walked in. And I apparently didn't see him when we left either.
What a fashionable individual!
I wonder if we'll ever see him again.
Foreshadowing. Man baby throws a tantrum more at 8. Marie.
So, can I be honest?
Terry, the stream is on point. I love it.
So, can I be honest? The first time I left Yulmore after this, I was kind of like, okay, so, honestly, it didn't feel like Valthry was that one note to me. I understand he just threw a tantrum, but it's like, okay, no one's ever talked back to him. He's the king. He's keeping these people safe, quote unquote. It doesn't feel like he's one-dimensional. When we return here later, we will find out that he is incredibly one-dimensional, and I kind of hate it. I kind of wanted him to be, like, more... sorry for the pun, but well-rounded. Unfortunately, that only exists in the physical realm.
Man baby throws a tantrum. More at 8.
Yeah, we're not going to be welcome here for a little while. It's a good thing I bought all my Crafter script stuff before we left. Did you buy all your Crafter and Gatherer script stuff, or...?
Correct.
Good, because now we don't have to come back here for a while. Until, you know, Valthry decides to kill everyone and we have to save them. One, no, my issue is that Calusia only exists when the plot needs antagonists. I mean, that's most antagonists in Shadowbringers, to be fair. Well, good, it's about time you got back to the Crystarium.
I will say, Yulmore is interesting dilemma-wise in terms of how the game chooses to tackle it. I like how this game actually ends up tackling the Yulmore problem later on during the patch content.
Hmm. Oh, you mean like during when 5.1 happens?
Yeah. I like
okay.
how they tackle the Yulmore problem.
That's
like,
fair.
I'll get into it once we actually get there, but they do something different with Yulmore that I actually quite like in how they tackle the problem.
Mm-hmm. I think I know what you're talking about, and I think I would also like it if it wasn't for the fact that it felt like them rehashing patch 4.1, except without Nanamo. So, but we'll
I mean,
get
I
to
think the one thing that I can say on this matter is that when tackling a society like Yulmore, the solution is not bash down all the foundations and expect everything to go back to normal immediately. It takes time for people to change and adjust to different things and new ways of life that are different from their old ones. The people here are not at fault for wanting a better existence in a world that is filled with such great amounts of pain and misery as the first.
They're just not.
They were
willing to
simply
do anything
misguided
for it.
Unless they were given the motivation.
Yeah. Speaking of motivation, Miss Chai, what made you get out of your chair?
By the way, Dula Chai is probably my favorite character in all of Yulmore. Just putting that out there. She's great. I love her.
What did you think? Well, he's pretty good at that, so... He's not trying to embellish you, that's the point. I don't think that's a good idea.
I also love that she just uses the Lalafell animation set. It's so goddamn funny to me.
Do you know there's an Odin level fate here that you've never seen or heard about because there's no reason to fucking come here unless MSQ demands it? You mean in Calusia? Yeah, I've never seen or heard of that either. I guess it tracks because there's, like, Kouro Regina is in the Dravanian Forelands, and that's not like an endgame
I've been in
area.
that fate before.
I have too, actually.
Not the Kouro Regina, the one that's like mythic here, the Odin level one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It was a trip.
I haven't seen or heard that one, so. She's a gem.
It-
Cole, love her so much.
Was a trip.
That bad, huh?
You remember what it was like to figure out how much HP Yasmat had?
In 12?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have never seen a Fate spawn with that many people attacking it all at once. It was like watching a war, Jimmy. The boss did a quick line AoE and 20 people died.
That's because they're
Full
not
to
paying
zero
attention.
with shields.
That's because they're not paying attention, or it's because there's a million people attacking, so they're slowing down because the server can't keep up with them.
Oh my god, it was terrifying. We killed it, but Jesus Christ!
It was a bloodbath, huh?
It was a bloodbath!
Haven't seen it or the one in the final area. I hate this. Spent a week trying to fucking spawn the last zone's fate. Nothing. This is why I don't go hunting for this stuff. I'm surprised that we managed to find the behemoth fate back in A Realm Reborn now that I think about it, honestly. It just sort of came out of the blue, and it's like, this happens every 3 days, and usually at 4 a.m.
4 a.m.?
Oh boy, 3 a.m.! Anyway, we're leaving now. Bye. Well, that's one of the Scions who's finally going to make his way back to frickin' the Crystarium. It's about time.
In his defense, he was a little busy.
Yeah, fair, I guess. There's a place on the map that I haven't discovered to the northeast of here that I'm gonna pop in and discover real quick before I go back. And then I think I'm just gonna TP to Stilltide. Or I could go along the beach. The Whale's Breach, huh? Alright, where's Bismarck? There we go. Now, am I safe here? Yes, and it's actually all taken care of. It's been discovered. Cool. Now to go to Stilltide in between all of these quests. Oh yeah, you're not in my party, so you can't accept this TP, can you? Whoops. Sorry.
Rory just standing there, just... oh my god.
Oh, those are my Blue Mage things. I was like, why are those specifically? Because I have those equipped on both Summoner and Blue Mage, so I'm like, what do I need to repair? Whoops.
Not need to fuck?
Oh, my, because I blew myself up, I had some, my stuff that I had on Blue Mage, had some wear on it, so I was repairing it. It's too bad I don't have Elusive Jump. Ow. I was gonna say, you have Elusive Jump, but you don't have Dragoon on you at the moment, do you?
Yeah, Elidibus broke my spear.
Ah, hell. Oh, good, you found Sem, good. Because he'll take us back. I hope he has enough Amaro. Well, you know, I did want you to come back so we could all be a group again, like we used to be. So it wasn't exactly gonna leave you. Yeah, we found Blue, where's Red? Breach Blast.
Suffering. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, that's about
she
right,
is suffering.
Actually. That's about right, actually.
All the Scions are suffering.
It's because
all
they're
of them.
alone. Maybe if they weren't alone.
All of them.
Oh, good, you got here faster than I did. My Amaro was a little slow, what can I say?
I haven't been back here in a while.
No? I figured you came back here to, like, resupply every now and then. Been that hardcore on the road, huh?
Sand-eaters need killing.
Yeah, you need to eat and drink and be merry.
I don't.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're like, you know, Garlean, so they did some super soldier shit to you. Sorry, I keep forgetting. You're very human, so I think
You're
that's...
forgetting your own lore.
No, I'm forgetting because you're more human than most of the Garlean soldiers we've been forced to slaughter through the entirety of this game. Anyway, go explore in the Crystal Tower while I tell our illustrious host to fuck off again, and then I go find Alizé.
Ooh, I wonder if my side project's working yet.
You have a side project? No, don't tell me. Wait, hang on. Let it be a surprise. I'm not going to get any other surprises out of this X-Pack, so let it be a surprise. Okay, apparently she's an Amarang. Got it. I will do the best I can, Alphino, but I'm not so sure. What was I going to tell the Crystal Exarch? I said I would tell him something when we got here. There was two things about it. Okay, well, the first thing, obviously, was the fact that we all... At this point, I can't really pull the wool over anybody's eyes. This is Graha from the Source, because, as we mentioned last time, this is the Crystal Tower from the Source, and the only person who could do anything with the Crystal Tower from the Source are Alligans, and he's the last surviving Alligan, so... This is Graha Tia from the Source. I was hoping that I wouldn't have to tell you that now, because they make a big fucking deal out of it later. But the second thing that I wanted to ask you about, Mr. Crystal Exarch, if that's even your real name, is, so you mentioned that the Scions started, tirelessly attempting to forestall the calamity when they all got here because Urian J saw the future and watched me die. Here's my question for you. What was your reason for plucking the rest of the Scions here before you plucked Urian J here? Was it the Sin Eaters? Were you too afraid of the Sin Eaters? Because if you were too afraid of the Sin Eaters, you could have used the time that you had before this, in between summoning the Crystal Tower, and, now, because it's probably been a while, I don't know, training people to kill Sin Eaters. Or,
because the Crystarium does have a military.
Yeah, and they don't really seem to be doing much. Or, here's a better idea, also. Why don't you just call me on the fucking interdimensional telephone, because you seem to be pretty good at that, and just tell me, yeah, so they're making Black Rose again? Back in Garlemald, you might want to go there, and then the Scions could have gone there and stopped Black Rose from happening. What is your problem? This is the most convoluted reason for me to come here. Let's go find Alice before I burst a blood vessel.
The worst part is, Chad, if you're wondering, this is not the angriest he's going to be the expansion. I know exactly what moment's going to cause him to have his Joker moment.
It's true.
I know it in my heart.
That's true.
And I dread it every day.
Well, we'll get over it, and actually, to be honest with you, I might get so upset at it that I just won't have the energy left to actually get upset at it. I'll just say, okay, that happened, let's move on.
You're going to have an anger stroke, my guy?
I hope not.
Once again, say, Marie, your commentary has been on point this stream.
If you're asking for forgiveness from her, well, we'll get her here in a second so we can have her know that. If you're asking for forgiveness from me, you will never have the satisfaction. I gotta go back to the Amaro launch. Alright.
Yeah, you'll love him by the end of the expansion.
Allison. You're so fucking livid in the next set of questions. Just go somewhere else or mute around that point. Yeah.
I'm curious as to why you were livid. I might know why, but I'm curious as to why.
I think I remember from reading the notes that Marie sent me about it. I think I remember why she was livid.
I'm curious.
But we'll see. Oh, this is the part where I get to tell you, yeah, there's a couple of items that I'm actually going to be collecting on my gatherers on my way through here, which reminds me, before I go, you can scout ahead if you want.
Ah!
I'm gonna go put my glamour together real quick, so let me go back to the pendants and do that. Excuse me.
We're getting to probably one of my favorite areas, track-wise.
Lo-fi beats to explore Aldat with.
Why is Pepper here being the show sucks?
You want the notes?
Oh, yes, I do.
Yeah, send them to Cole, because he hasn't had a chance to read them, but I have, and I know what they entail. Okay, so Crafter Glam is going to stay the same. I think I'm going to have to put it on all of these classes. No, because I only have to put it on Leatherworker for right now, because I don't have the others at 80, so I'll just do this. So we'll just, which one's the knife? There it is. I couldn't find it. This part's easy, though. I can just do this, because it's the only stuff that's lit up. Oh god, I look hideous! Not really. I hate this part here. Like, you see how there's this, like, there's a hole in the sleeves between here and the gloves? Like, okay, do you guys at Square Enix know what PPE is? Because I don't think you do. Because if you did, you'd know that you're not supposed to leave openings like that when I have a knife right there. I'm gonna hurt myself.
He wields a knife.
Knife. Yeah, there's not enough. That's one of my complaints about the crafter glams in this game. There's not enough PPE glams. You can do it with, like, blacksmith and armorer, but the other crafters basically get fuck all for PPE, and by PPE I mean, protective equipment, basically. So, yeah, they get fuck all for that. And it really upsets me, because it's like, no, like, come on. I got stuff that I need to be safe here, okay? I need to keep myself safe from all this. Now, this glamour isn't exactly safe, because my hands are free, but... I mean, I'm kind of just leaning into it, honestly, because they won't let me use proper PPE, so... I also need to fix my knife. Hold on. Go in the glamour dresser and fix it. Where's my knife? Here it is. Yeah, I just got some nice simple knives, to be honest. Nice simple bronze-looking equipment to go with the copper. Okay, so it's bronze and it's copper, but maybe the pocket watch is bronze. Speaking of which, there's the pocket watch that I said I was going to show last time and then didn't show. So it's nice simple equipment, but I think it fits this because it's not, like, super in-depth, I guess. Speaking of super in-depth, I have a bunch of materials in my inventory right here, so let's use them for something, shall we? See if I can find this. When I was exploring around in the markets, I also found they were kind of parading this particular coat around. It might look familiar because it looks an awful lot like the Land Saint's coat. But they were parading this particular coat around, and I said, you know what? I think I should give it a try and see if I can make that, so I'm going to try to make that. I also need to make some Dwarven Mithril nuggets in order to make the coat, and I need to make sea swallow leather to make the coat and the boots. So let's craft those up real quick. Got some yellow alumine. We can get that in the next area, by the way, so don't worry about that if you don't have it at the moment. I could use this high quality stuff, but evidently it doesn't affect the difficulty of this anymore, so... I'm not even going to bother with high qualitying this, by the way. I'm just going to make it normal quality because I don't... I'm not trying to make the coat itself high quality. I'm just trying to make it so I can stick it in a glamour chest. So, let's just muscle memory. This leather. Oh, good, we're almost done. I was going to say, and stick veneration on and then observe and focus synthesis, but I don't even need to do that, so. We need... Oh, hang on, I exited out of the menu. I need 4 sea swallow leather and 1 dwarven mithril ingot to make this. Okay. So let's make 3 more. I don't want a quick synthesis because I don't trust that. I'll just do this. It's much easier. That's 2. A 3. Oh, it actually I got the 1% high quality sea swallow skin from that. That's funny. I couldn't get the little guy to spawn, but I got the 1% high quality from not affecting quality at all. It's funny as hell. I need to go on Goldsmith to make this Dwarven Mithril Nugget, so let me do that too. This one might be a little tricky though, because I'm in level 70 gear, and I think Dwarven Mithril is up here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. So now I'm just going to make the a normal quality one, so it shouldn't be too difficult, but it might be more difficult than the last thing. Yeah, just a little bit more difficult than the last thing. Let me observe and focus. There we go. Hey, that would have taken me almost all the way to the top by itself. And I'm not even in the right gear for this. Oh yeah, I gotta register this glamour properly now that I have the correct knife. Alright, and that's that. So now let's make the actual glamour here. Let's make my fancy schmancy swallow skin glamour. Couldn't get the right leathers back in the source, but here, this leather looks like it'll dye better. I'm just fucking with you, honestly. I'm literally only using it because I feel like it'll... it looks better than most of the other Gatherer glams I've tried to make before. Let's muscle memory this up. And there we go. Look at that, 1200 from that Observe under Veneration with muscle memory. Not bad. And yeah, it's all just the normal quality stuff. If you see any high quality materials here, I'm going to use them, but not until we unlock the crystalline mean. So I don't need the high quality materials now because I'm just trying to create these boots and this coat that I've already made. Observe. Focus. I've suddenly become a big fan of focus synthesis from observations, honestly, because sometimes you don't have the durability to do 3 careful synthesis, so it's nice to just kind of do 2 of these and get more out of it than 3 careful synthesis. Might sound weird to people, but that's how I feel. Oh, I have some extra stuff. From what? Well, I'll sort that out later. It doesn't matter for now. Stick this all here. I thought I needed all that stuff for this stuff, but I don't, so... Okay, time to dye it and then stick it in the dresser because I have the prisms right here. I'm just gonna stick this down here. Also, I have 60 cracked Stella clusters. Those are used to buy level 8 materia. And I have 120 planet clusters. Those are for level 7 materia, which are basically just vendorable at this point. I'll use these later when we actually have gear that we can slot it into, so that way I can get some for Cole as well, because I don't know how many Stella clusters he's got. So probably not many, right?
Probably not many.
Okay, fair enough. Well, we'll have more than you have now in a little bit. So let's dye this a nice Nafika green. I think it looks kind of nice, actually, in the Nafika green. And then to get the browns all to match up on this glamour, I'm going to dye these. Where is it? There it is. Russet brown. This glamour is probably going to be pretty similar to a lot of Gatherer glamours that people have, because this coat is like high fashion in this game, so as you'll see soon.
It is peak fashion, TBH.
As you'll see soon enough. Alright, we got the boots in there, we got the coat in there. Let's fix our glamour plate so we actually have it. See, because this is what Tataru and I put together for the Gatherer glamour, but we couldn't come up with, like I said, good enough leathers to dye the stuff correctly to make it look right back in the source. But here, we ain't gonna have a problem no more, because take a look at this. Oh, I have proper PPE and everything. The dyes on the sleeves are the same as the shirt dye, because the shirt is actually like an ink blue, and the sleeves are like that too. I like it. We're gonna use it. Let me, did I equip my Land Saints gear yet? I don't think I did, so let me get Fisher and Miner out so I can equip that stuff. And once I do that, we will set up my new Gatherer glamour. Alright, stick that there, here, here, there. But yeah, as you can see, it's like the same coat. You can even dye this one if you want it. It might even dye better, but I already got my coat, so I'll just stick with what I've got. It's easier. Stick this here, that there. Take the glamour plate, go up here, apply. And there we go. I think the fishing rod is not registered yet, so let me fix that while I'm right next to my dresser, so I'm not like using the Saints one. I prefer the, I think this is a horn one actually. Mute horn one, yeah. So it's a little simpler than the other one. So, alright, register that. There we go. We got Fisher. Now all I need to do is go like this, take the pickaxe, stick it here. Take the sledgehammer, stick it here. It looks like the pick weapons in Dark Souls. That's kind of funny, actually. Well, maybe I'll dispel it and use that instead, because it would look... It actually looks kind of okay with the rest of this glamour, honestly. Yeah, I'll think about it. For now, let's just set the plate the way that it is. Register that. No, I don't want this on Fisher, actually. I want this on Miner. So take this, delete it, and then register it. And there we go. Now we have our crafter and our gatherer glams all taken care of. I have like a million pieces of gear to desynth or discard, but yeah, I'll do it after. It's fine. And I also got to stick this right here. There we go. Okay, now that we have that gear, I will never want for anything crafting or gathering wise again in this game, other than the Master Culinarian level 8 book that I can't use yet until I'm level 80 on Culinarian. And I also need to buy some supplies with white crafter scripts, which we can do now since we unlocked the ones at level 80. In total, I need 20... Well, actually, I personally need 10 chicken thighs and 10 twilight apples, but Cole also needs 10 chicken thighs and 10 twilight apples if we're both going to make the same number of these things, so... Do you want me to get those for you, Cole, or do you want to get them yourself so you have something to spend your scripts on?
I'll get them myself.
Okay, so you need 10 chicken thighs and 10 twilight apples. I believe they're 25 apiece? No, they're 10 apiece. They're 10 scripts apiece. So you'd be spending 200 scripts to get them.
Alright.
So just so that you know, I can't do this on a non-combat class, so now let's go to Amarang. Nah, no guard work. Just a missive to go to Amarang. Yes, I am. Let's hope that she's as receptive of coming home as Alphino was after Yulmore. Oh, okay, cool. I do have everything I need, actually, now that I got all my gathering stuff all good to go. And we can travel to Amarang if we want. Good. Let's see what the desert sands have in store for us on this side of Ul'dah.
From this parched
Ul'dah
earth, the
2.
nation of Nabar,
Less rich
Amarang
edition.
once rose. When I journeyed here, long ago, I spoke with a sun-weathered elder.
And he told me, wear sunscreen, youngin', you won't be as wrinkled as me.
Meant majestic land.
Stretching.
In the language of his people.
Yep. My spine!
Yeah, it makes sense. I am ill-equipped for dressing properly for here.
Were it not for the light's unrelenting onslaught.
Like I said, though, lo-fi beats to explore deserts, too. Yeah, the theme here is good. I like the variety that they have in the themes here. It's kind of interesting because it's a very varied soundtrack. I have my conniptions with the soundtrack, but we can talk about them later. It's less to do with the music and more to do with the choreography and other things, so. It's cold. Maybe it's cold at night. I mean, I guess it's 1:52 a.m. technically speaking, so it is night, but I don't feel cold. The inn at Journey's Head. Okay. Sounds like a plan. But sir, there's sandhills everywhere. Southwest straight as an arrow, which means they're going to have us go off the beaten path for an ether current. 249 southwest. Actually, that's directly in our path. Sort of. Maybe. Only one way to find out.
Hi-ho, hi-ho. It's off we go.
Oh wow, the sabotenders get pretty large around here, don't they?
Jesus Christ!
I like the animation on these armadillos, too. Because they're carrying around a little ball of moisture, and occasionally, while they're idling, you can just watch them. They'll just walk around, and then they'll just throw it at themselves. Hang on. Let's watch it again. In their natural environment. He's not going to do it now because I'm waiting to watch him do it. There. And he just plucks another one out of the ground. I like that little animation. It's nice. That Gigantender's going to notice me. Never mind.
They're docile creatures when they're not throwing more needles at you than you know what to do with.
100,000 needles! I wouldn't be shocked if they had that many up there. Ugh. It's falling a little bit. I want to wait and see which direction he goes in before I move, because... Oh, fuck this. I'm just gonna do this. Bye, Cole!
Wow!
Okay, so just go left. You'll be fine.
Inside drifter!
Leaving you to the wolves there, huh?
What
Oh,
up?
I see the ether current actually from here, so it's a good thing I hid because now my eyes are in the peripheral. Yeah, impatient and rude. Fair enough. What am I feasting my eyes on? Oh, that's what I'm feasting my eyes on. The Gigantender that's walking towards me. No, we're actually looking at Nabatharang, if I recall correctly, or part of what's left of it. That's Kasir Sharl. Okay, so it's a protective fortress near Nabatharang. Huh. I wonder if they were there for coin and country. Well, they don't have much coin or country left now. This place is just sideways. Yeah, the flood kind of left the land here a little bit shifty.
Little fucky.
Just a bit. Yeah, that sounds about right, considering you guys are so close to the flood down here.
Martsuk.
That's our next stop. I guess we are going to press on then. It reminds you of the Necro Hall, and you don't want to fucking scream. I thought you said you love how this place is sideways. If it reminds you of the Necro Hall, wouldn't you hate how it's sideways? Okay, ether current. Oh my god, I almost just walked directly into the line of sight of that Gigantender.
Eyes glow.
You would have had to kill it because I can't kill it yet because I'm not in Clan Nutsy. If it's even at the numbers ready to be culled.
It is a cactus.
Yeah, I suppose
it does just grow back.
I suppose they could use it for fruit, if nothing else. Why, no, I'm not willing to say, no, it's an MMO, they'll just respawn. That is not an acceptable excuse for murdering the innocent Gigantenders around here.
You'll find that they're not very innocent on the account they want to bite your legs off. They have teeth, by the way.
I mean, these Sibylluses, I could see that. Gigantenders, I don't know about biting your legs off.
It always made me, like, feel a little, like, weird that, like, the, like, hostile enemy symbol is on so many of these enemies for expansions. Like, why don't we get more docile overworld creatures that don't try to kill you on sight? Like, I get it, it's an MMO, but, like...
I would prefer that, actually, if there were more docile ones. It would make it feel more like Final Fantasy XII to me, where you found docile creatures everywhere, even in, like, some of the late-game areas. So... Well, it's not bad. There's a little bit of a lack of shade, but I suppose there's probably more in the face of that big tower, so... It reminds you of the Necrohall, but you don't want to fucking scream. Necrohall's nothing but bad memories even as an adult. Yep, that's fair.
Are those goblins?
The first equivalent to kobolds, maybe? Do you know that Isunaga is sold in the Necrohall in the Zodiac Age? Why? I did not, because I never bothered getting it. I don't even know if I knew Isunaga existed. I just used Isuna. Or Remedies. So they're Mords here. Okay, fair enough. I think they might have told me that, actually. I have met a Mord before, in a manner of speaking. No, that's fair. It looks like the Beast Tribes have actually managed to, like, ingratiate themselves to society better here than they did in the Source, which is kind of actually a little bit nice. Maybe it's the fact that they all...
do that in the Source.
Yeah, that'd be nice, but it might actually be because they're all, you know, sharing the struggle of being under the pall of light, so that might be what's bringing them together. Master Gengen.
But in Zodiac Age, Asunaga is sold in the secret shop of the Necrohall. I have a question. I have a question for those of you who have gone through this. Why the fuck is there a secret shop in, like, that area of the game? Listen, I have never played that area. No, not... mind, but however, I have watched my brother go through this area, and I'm pretty sure Necrohall causes some ingratiated unknown fear deep in my brother's heart by simply saying the word, uttering the phrase.
I mean, it would if I had only ever played Vanilla 12, because I used to like getting the Zodiac Spear there, but I don't even use spears in Zodiac Age, to be honest with you, unless there's a flying enemy, in which case I think... It's not the Whale Whisker, I think it might be the Dragon Whisker, if I recall correctly. There's one that I use.
Get the Zodiac Spear like stupid ass early.
You can. I don't ever bother with it anymore, so because yeah, they took the Forbidden Chest out of the Zodiac Age, so I don't think you can get it in the Necrohall anymore, if I recall correctly. Yeah, no Zodiac Spear cheese. Yep. Only after you beat the boss that keeps you from entering the Pharaoh's Lighthouse. Yeah, that's a little late for Isunaga. That's probably why I never bothered getting it.
Beady eyes.
That's a kobold!
What beady eyes?
Sorry, choice of words. I don't know if that's a slur in there.
Master Gengen, this is the friend of the Exarch I was telling you about.
I'm surprised I know what a kobold looks like under their helmet, though, honestly. But then again, I am ingratiated to the Beast Tribes, so...
Friend or no, all are welcome in Mord's.
Good to hear.
Souk is Mordish for city. As things stand, this souk boasts the largest and busiest marketplace in all Armorang.
So it's a goblin city. Yeah, fair enough. Speaking of the Necrohall...
here, of course, but all manner of other things, too. Many of them rare.
Ooh. What kind of rare?
As I told you before, not many visit Armorang by choice, but Mord souk's a different story. Merchants come from malms around to purchase the relics the Mord dig up.
What malms, exactly? If you go pretty much in any direction except north to the Crystarium, you get fucked by the flood. What
Aye,
malms?
that they do. For Mords do not dismiss the spoils of the earth. We clean them and polish them and reveal to the
miners.
world
They'll be
their
right at
true
home here, Jimmy.
value.
Yeah, it's good. Can you guys point me to the source of yellow alumine? Because that actually came in pretty handy back in the city, and I'm gonna need more of it.
That is why they come here. Come from far away.
Excuse me.
Come with much money.
Money!
Oh, okay, yes, they do in fact covet coin as much as the kobolds do. Fair enough.
And so our souk is always busy, busy, busy. No such thing as a thing no one needs.
Fair enough. Yeah, the part in the Henny Mines you get access to the get to Zodiac is the only chest that can have the Zodiac Spear in it in the Zodiac Gauge. It's a diamond armlet drop and a 1% chance of even showing up. You can get it from the Hunt Club, but didn't look that up before you finished that, so have fun getting the Zodiac Spear. I will not, thank you. I will just use the worse spear because I'm trying to think, but I think if I recall correctly, when I set up my classes in the Zodiac Age, this class that I'm going to use spears on, that's like the weapon that I use against aerial enemies because spears can hit flying enemies in the Zodiac Age. I think if I remember right, it's Vaughn, and I gave him katanas as a main weapon. So he doesn't need spears. Katanas kind of combo more. So
You say that every time, Mr. Gengen.
Combo break.
Some sort of family motto, wasn't it?
Hmm.
Or perhaps a Maud philosophy, for which we should all be very grateful. Would that everyone was so willing to take in refugees regardless of race or creed.
especially in the source. Well, we can't talk about that with you.
Now then, if you intend to spend any time here, you'll want to gain the trust of the locals.
I mean, I'm keen to spend as little time as possible and just get Alice back to the Crystarium, but if I'm going to be mining here anyway, I guess I might as well.
And there's a little custom all newcomers are expected
I
to
understand you're in a
observe.
rush to deal with the Scions, but isn't like the first rule of saving the planet to unite everybody under one banner? God forbid you could play nice in this city. Not like everybody here's a rich dickwad like Olda.
Yeah, I guess I'm still used to Yulmore, so I'm still used to everyone around me being a dick.
Ilitri is fine.
As the
She
good
gets to
Lord
live.
says.
So does her
In
husband.
fact, the Exarch sent a little something to cover this very expense.
Oh, did he?
A Verbert gold piece, no less. The first I've held in years.
That's surprising. Oh, okay.
Hail Verbert Gold!
Everyone heard you, sir. Why did you say that out loud? Oh my god, it's a stampede!
Here, newcomer, crack your coin purse with me.
No, you want my goods, newcomer. I have jars and pots all smooth and shiny.
I don't know that I need a pot, thank you.
I love how, facing the stampede of merchants, the Warrior of Light does not even flinch.
I mean, I may be flinching, but it's hard to see under my mask.
Enough of that! Calm, I say!
There's another
This
moment
one
like this in
must
Endwalker
still
that is
journey
equally
through the
hilarious.
Hmm.
Nothing bulky, nothing heavy,
I don't know if
no
Marie's at
pots.
that part yet.
You're not allowed to give him a pot, he has to carry it around!
Full belly. Spend that piece at Ronron's place, yes? Eat for 3 before you leave.
But then I can't leave right away. Oh well, I guess it's better to be, you know, a hospitable guest. Reach weapons are cool, yeah. Aren't katana magic damage in Final Fantasy 12? Yeah, so you get a boost to their damage based on your magic stat, and since Vaughn has the highest combination of strength and magic of all the characters, that's why I give them to him. So they're pretty good. They combo good. All that stuff. Yeah, the job has magic lore licenses instead of battle lore. Yep. Yes, it does. Okay.
Alright, let's see what delicacies Amarang has to offer.
I will
This should be
attempt not
good.
to drool on the merchandise, though it probably won't go there. It'll end up in my mask. All the more reason not to drool. Eat for 3 before you leave, but then I'll get the itis and I'll feel like I'll fucking die.
Mmm. Meat.
Let's have a look, shall we? It just says meat. Ever-burning bounty. Uh-huh. Skewers. I thought he was going to give me a pot for a second. They're frog's legs. Probably taste like chicken. They're chewy, though. I don't know if I like that. What else we got? Bread?
Ooh, bread.
These look like flatbreads. I eat these for breakfast every morning. Mush loaf. Stuffed with bittersweet cactus fruits. Ooh, that actually sounds kind of nice. Worms? But I'm not hungry for worms.
White worms slathered in honey.
You'd be surprised, actually. That actually could be kind of okay. I've eaten a lot of exotic wares, though, since I went to the Far East. Like, you wouldn't believe some of the shit they have in the Azim Steppe. You will once I give you the warrior's stew, but...
Or you're saying, don't take the bread?
You took the bread and nearly threw up. Don't fucking do it. What are you thinking? I'll take something you're not taking. How about that?
That depends. Are you feeling like a steak right now?
No, not particularly. Red meat wouldn't do me much good if I'm walking around. I think we should leave this. Okay, I was gonna say I think we should leave the steak, but you do you. I'll take the mush loaf. It'll hydrate me on the way there.
Ah, yes, bread and meat.
That sounds about right. I would have taken the glazed wrigglers, but I would have probably crashed because of the honey. So you know, you fool. Well, you're probably right. I do, in fact, have the Voburton gold piece. Here you go. I'm surprised we don't get these from quests or something. 40 loaves? Then it sounds like the whole city eats today! It was a little crunchy. It's okay, though. Why am I dying?
You attempted to eat 40 loaves of bread. What do you think would happen?
I did not attempt to eat 40 loaves of bread.
I think I'll share the rest.
I quite literally said it sounds like everyone in this town eats today. Good.
I would have laughed my ass off if Lalafels had the "and her small appetite" line and everyone else got a different line. Like something like
because your frame is smaller, you just have a smaller gut, yeah. You tried to I mean, I would have probably ended up feeling like I was going to throw up in character anyway, no matter what, because this game has no agency, even though it's an MMO, but anyway. We'll talk about that later, too. Sounds good. I will try one of the other substances that you pass off as food here
fucking loaves of
next
bread.
time. Yeah, why? Well, to be fair, I ate one. Like, that's the canon thing. I ate one. I was like, you know, that actually filled me up more than I thought. It's like a senzu bean. Here, everybody else gets one. I don't think I will have a bellyache. I can make yogurt, so I'll be okay. Probably, yeah, so I can work this off. And what kind of deals do you have to take care of? I mean, I'm not exactly sweltering out here, so. The lifting and the carrying after I just ate, you know, all that bread. You want me to lift and carry things? Okay. Sure. The market receipt at any time using the relevant item in the key items menu. Isn't it just in your list of things here? No, it is not. It's just right here.
You can click on the list from your
yeah, from your quest list. Yep, exactly. Table cactus from Thon Thon. Iron ore from Tholth Tol. Okay. Table from Thon Ton. Ore from Ol. Nabatharang antiques from the only other person. To be collected from Mulmul. Okay. Well, we can view that at any point in time in case I get fucked. So. We don't need cured leather.
Also, I hate this quest.
I seem to remember some of these things being hard to find.
Horrendously.
Like, you wouldn't expect them being this hard to find. That hard to find. Oh, I guess he gave you a list too, huh?
Correct.
Great. poorly scribed flyer. Yeah, I'll look at that later. Sack of herbal remedies? Is that what we need? Table cactus. Tonthon. Okay, well that's one of them. That's the idea.
This last one's always a pain in the dick to find.
Who are you looking for?
The last guy.
What's his name?
Mill.
Mil or Mulmul? Because the list I got says...
Get from Mulmul. Oh, they're right next to each other.
Collected from Mulmul. Yep.
Huh. I remember them being harder to find.
No, I haven't found the iron ore yet, but I'm sure I'll figure that part out. Actually, I don't need to make a better offer, because they're ours. Here's the receipt.
Receipts!
Oh, good. Sounds like a plan, thank you. Gotta find the ore. We're looking for Thol. I keep wanting to say it in the opposite order. I don't remember where they are, but I imagine they're like off the... I didn't go all the way out there, actually. I was gonna say, I imagine they're off to the side somewhere else. Oh, there it is, out there. Yeah, that wasn't as hard as I remember it being to find.
I remember I was looking around for like a long time to find the last one.
Yeah, Thol's is at the toll gate. There you go.
Toll gate.
We're looking for iron ore. Yes, that would explain all the iron ore you have there.
A crate of ore.
Alright, so let's bring this back to Cassard, and then hopefully he'll take us off to the inn at Journey's Head. Speaking of which, I need to check something real quick. Is this area? Yeah, it is. Okay. I'm looking specifically for the area on our map called Twitch, which is kind of funny to me, if I'm being honest, in a really stupid way. Because that's where I need to get their source of yellow alumine. And we're going to be heading that way in just a second, so we'll grab all we need once we're there, and then I'll stick it on the correct page. Because if you need to do leatherwork requests, you're going to need alumine. And we'll be doing leatherwork requests, that's for sure. I have been around the entire market already. That was surprisingly hydrating bread that I ate, and it allowed me to get this stuff in a couple of
made
winks.
me breathe fire.
What about fire?
The steak made me breathe fire.
Oh.
Wasn't kidding about keeping that warm on a desert night.
Well, it's a good thing it's still cold right now. It's not the middle of the day, so...
I could walk out into the Arctic, have a piece of that, and be fine.
You need some ice crystals to cool your throat. I've got more than I'll ever need in my bag. And again, I use that as a refrigerator, so... Did you just eat my refrigerator?
That was enough to cool off my mouth.
Well, good, but now I don't have a refrigerator.
Did you just eat my refrigerator? Out of context quotes from this stream.
Yeah, that's what we do around here. You're gonna go to all your D&D buddies and be like, so, a quote from today's session, did you just eat my refrigerator?
Not incorrect.
Ah, a new character. I'm sure she'll live a long time.
I'm gonna throw you to the sun.
That's the second time you said that today, and here we're not even close to the sun like we were in Yolmore. This is Tesleen. She already is giving off death flags.
She's the nicest character we've met so far that's not the Exarch.
Which should be enough of a death flag for you to see. Also, the Exarch is not nice. I guess
perhaps I'm simply tainted because I've had an entire expansion to get to know Mr. Grahatia.
It's true. Probably.
He's one of the best characters at Endwalker. Nothing can change my mind.
That's
I don't
fine.
care.
That's fine. I'm not going to try to change your mind. Again, have your opinions. They're okay. I have mine. They're also okay. They can mutually coexist.
You want to hear an opinion we both share?
What's that?
It's fucking cold in this apartment.
Yeah, I get that. I'm sitting next to my window, and it's kind of cold over here, too. That's why it sounded familiar. You need a lot of that alumine. Yeah, yellow alumine is out here by Amarang, so if you need it, go get it. Why did you eat the fridge? Just make and eat a ton of ice cream. That's true, we could do that. It might melt in the desert heat, though. You'll agree or disagree whenever your boyfriend can resub. There you go.
Understandable. Have a good valet.
Oh yeah, I guess Alice's been talking about me since she works at the inn at Journey's Head as well. And to be fair, I don't feel like lugging around all this iron ore anymore. Don't need to make it anything out of it, so...
I have the heat on. It was 44 degrees in the fucking apartment most of the day. Kill me. I associate with your pain, Murray.
That sounds about
It's
right.
actually colder in my apartment.
That sounds
The
about
only
right.
reason my apartment is livable conditions is because of the space heater.
And we have a spare over here in case he needs it, so... I guess we're going with you then, Tesla. Sorry, Tesleen, I just phased directly through you, so let me phase back and then we can go with you. She's been desperate to see me. Why is she oh. Yeah, right, because it's Alice. Never mind. That checks out. Oh, okay. Round the ridge and then head south. Sounds like a plan. Just don't get attacked by monsters on the way, please. I'm trying not to call the population around here unless Clan Nutsy tells me to. This unlocks an Ether Current quest as well, by the way, so if you want to do it now, it's there. I'm going to wait to do it until we have access to all of the Ether Currents in Amarang. What the fuck is that?
I'm gonna go check it out.
Good luck. No, seriously, what the fuck is that?
Malik Tender.
That is the A rank around here. I mean, I said we should steer clear of things before, but now we should really steer clear. You have
Kind of pretty.
Yeah, okay. You have your Gatherer, right?
Yeah.
Like, you can switch to it right now?
Yeah.
Okay, well, here, I'll show you a nice little thing about Gatherer you probably already are aware of. So. I'm not worried about the local coyotes right now, Tesleen. I'm worried about the 60-foot-tall Gigantender.
I'll leave it alone. It's fine.
Alright. Oh, it's the fucking...
The Adamantoises, on the other hand, they're snapping turtles, so,
yeah,
I
we've
prefer not
dealt
to be
with...
bisected at the waist.
We've dealt with Adamantoises before, it's fine. By the way, there are 2 A ranks and 2 B ranks in Shadowbringers regions. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. There's probably like one down here and then one up on the other side, because Shadowbringers likes to do that with some of its areas where they just have like 2 levels. So
What are the fucking chances that we come to this area for the first time and the A rank's just chilling?
just big chillin'. Well, the hunt train hasn't come through for the day, so you know.
Oh, right.
Yeah, they didn't do it in Lakeland, that's true. So yeah, but so basically, since I need to switch to a Gatherer anyway, before we go see Tesleen, knowing my luck, she's going to spawn directly on top of the Gigantender that's going to kill us. You switch to a Gatherer, and you can sneak. So I'm just going to stealth my way directly up to him and poke him, because I can, and it won't actually do anything. And by poke, I do not mean auto-attack. In case you were wondering, I'm going to quite literally poke him. I told you not to mess with him. Hang on.
I didn't even touch him.
Hang on. I can fix this. Hang on. I just need Lucid so I can get enough enough to do this. Oh god, he's walking.
I didn't
towards
click on him. I didn't auto-attack him.
He's
I just fucking
he's
looked at
walking
him.
towards
And he
me.
was just like,
Well,
my guy literally just said, fuck out of here.
So did you turn off your sneak or what?
My sneak was on.
It doesn't look like
It's
it's
on now.
on. It doesn't look like it's on. This is what it looks like when it's on.
I saw the orbs around me. I saw them. I swear on my mom, the orbs were around me.
Well, apparently he didn't see me, so that's funny. That's funny as hell.
Fucking joke characters. Don't even follow the same law of physics as me and shit.
Oh, you poor thing.
I'm gonna blow you up again.
To be forced to be realistic. Couldn't be me.
Whoa.
95 y'alls to the southwest. Oh, I don't have my ether compass on this class. Probably because I wasn't planning on collecting them in this class. Oh, it's 595 south, so it's a ways away. Also, there's a... oh, it's a level 70 Rocky Outcry. Oh, no, that's my Lay of the Land. I thought that was one of the legendary ones. Never mind. Carry on. Okay, so what we're looking for is over there in terms of the element. So, instead of that, let me just swap back to this. Do you want to just join party so we don't have to kill two separate things, or do you want to make it interesting?
Hold on.
See, it's funny probably on your screen because you can see the flamethrower, but the joke's on you because since you're not in my party right now, I can't see your effects. Do it again. How many seconds is it before you can use it again? Yeah, I don't think that resets it. I'll wait. Let's kill this while we're waiting. How about that? It'll give you something to do. He did get actually played, yes. I did not even expect it. I'm just pushing all his buttons right now, and I'm not even intending to. This coyote's trying to kill Tesleen, so let's fix that. Have a searing light, friend. I'm not even going to get to summon Bahamut. What happened to your Bahamut, by the way?
Yeah, fucking fired him.
Why did you fire Bahamut? What did he do?
Listen. 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 Listen.
Maybe that's why mine hits so hard.
Some of us can't fucking summon across dimensions!
Oh, yeah, actually, that's a fair point, actually. Maybe that's why mine hits so hard, because he doesn't have to, like, pull double duty anymore. What do you mean in her mind she was never? Did she really talk to you about the hard-on that she has for the Warrior of Light? Because that's a little cringe. Oh, wait, here. So you can fight without any distractions. Fair enough. Let's go fight the thing that she doesn't want to kill with this big box in her hand, and then I'll go mining. Why am I bullying Cole? It's not even my intention! It's just who I am, apparently. Oh, I got 2 locations there. Nice. I don't know. I think that sand mole's gonna see us if we stand out in the middle. Well, I said it. Is this on the calling list?
Hang on. Don't worry about it. That's fine.
Check your calling list. Make sure it's on the calling list before I kill it.
I'm looking.
Okay, good.
Sir? Sir? Sir?
I'm gonna say that's a yes. Bahamut! Oh wow, I killed him with just Akmorn.
Sir? Sir? Alright, what do we got here?
It's a good question. Ricochet is still the coolest fucking machinist skill. It is pretty damn cool, yeah. I did vaporize it. I'll take the one on the right. No Sanguine Bite for you. I still have this. Yeah, my summons are definitely like... It happened with the Fey Union too, actually. I think that Eos and Selene, because you backed off on them and started doing your own thing, I think my summons might be stronger because they're not pulling double duty anymore. Which might be the reason why I finished my Coyote off before you finished yours off, because normally we're at the same strength level. Has that been happening with you lately? Have you felt like you aren't as strong as you were? I mean, I felt
Can't
it.
kill a Sin Eater for shit, and since apparently you can kill them, since apparently they think you're so... They're so terrified of your joke character physics, they stay dead!
Perplexing. I'll look into this more.
I mean, Eos and Selene earned a fucking raise in a vacation.
That's true. They definitely did. They've worked like hell for me. I mean, hell, they kept me alive, so...
Oh yeah, on the subject of you being alive.
Oh yeah, you have to kill me again. Hang on. Wait for me to get out of this thing and then you can do it. Don't blow up Tesleen in the process. Okay, now do it!
On the subject of you being dead.
I have that emote. It's too bad you're so small or I could be ducking underneath the flames by doing this emote.
Flamethrower is the funniest fucking machinist skill I have ever seen.
You know what I like to do with Flamethrower when I was playing Machinist? Also, watch this animation when I get up real quick. You know what I like doing with Flamethrower Machinist? I like when they get everybody in a nice even group of enemies, like when the tank groups them all up. Basically, you pop Tactician so the tank has a cooldown, and then
wait.
you use Flamethrower.
I just remembered something.
Wait.
Here.
Oh, yeah. Okay, hang on. Well, hold on for a second, because I gotta mine some element while we're here. So, thanks, Carbuncle. There's a level 80 unspoiled deposit, mineral deposit to the southwest, by the way. Don't know if you needed to know that. Let's see what they've got here. Okay, well, the yellow element's what I'm looking for. They've also got wind crystals. That's good. I'll need those. Oh, good. You're flamethrowing me again. It's a Star Scream. It sure is. So, love your fate. You dote on them every piece of content. Oh, that's fair. We got coarse saltpeter, Amarang seasonings, and airship fitting components. Do you need any of this stuff?
Nope.
Okay, fair
Airship
enough.
stuff might sell for a mint, though.
Yellow element. I'll collect up the other stuff in a minute. I'm just gonna get as much of this as I can. My brain is working. Oh, there's 5 collectibles on this. Oh, yeah, because I have higher max GP than the thing. Okay. I'll just collect the coarse saltpeter. The rest of the stuff I could collect for some experience, but I'm 80 on miner anyway, so I don't really need it. Okay, I got my fill. Now we get to show you how actually cluttered my inventory is, because I'm going to stick this on the leatherworker page. Right there. I think I have all my leatherworker materials now, so... Yeah, the refrigerator you ate. All right! Okay, now I can go on Starscream. Although maybe we should do it on 2 gatherers so you don't get yeeted across the desert again.
Apparently, gathering doesn't save me. My stealth doesn't work. It just kills me. You would be really amusing.
You know what, actually, thinking about it, I wonder if it had... You know, actually, hold on. Let me read Sneak's tooltip, because that might be it. That might be why he punched you so hard.
Wait, he's level 80, isn't he?
Yeah, and Sneak only helps you...
That explains it.
Okay, yep, because Sneak only helps you up to 4 levels above yours, and your botanist is still 75.
How come he didn't punch you, then?
Because I'm level 80.
You're the streamer.
Well, yeah, that's part of it, but... Yeah, so Sneak only helps you right now up to level 79 enemies, so that's why he punched you so hard, because he was above that level. That's funny as hell. That's funny as hell, actually. I'm glad we understand why, but it's still funny as hell. Oh, good, it even plays the Cruise Chaser theme while we're going here. And things won't attack us. Perfect. Easiest trek of my life. Go slightly southeast, by the way, because we'll discover a new location if you do that. Like, towards this big rock. Okay, more towards this big rock, like south.
Oh, that big rock. Sorry, I'm going around the Negozis.
No, that's fine. This works.
Oh, wait, that's right. We're in stealth. They can't see us.
They can't see us. That's true. You're tempted to buy that one? You love that theme, unironically. No, I share the opinion. I love pretty much all of the Alexander music, to be honest, so I'm up there with you.
Built it.
Okay, there's Tesleen. Let me admire my glamour before I talk to her. You don't have to hide in my coat anymore, by the way. Yeah, I like how this came out, actually. It looks very well put together. It probably wouldn't have looked as good if I had my old hair, but now, if I really need it, I have this scarf, so I can just put it over my head if it gets too hot, so... And I have proper PPE for my eyes, at the very least, so... I could also use the scarf for my mouth if I need to. So there we go. Anyway, let's talk to Tesleen and keep going, instead of just admiring my glamours all day. Cool glam, thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, exponential entropy is cool. It's a cool theme. I enjoy it. Well, it probably would not have worked considering the A rank out there. Nah, it's all good, Tesleen. It's what I do. Surprised Alice didn't tell you that it's what I do, considering she seems to have talked a lot about me. So
the poor girl for missing you.
No, I suppose that's...
warrior of light that saved her life multiple times.
I suppose that's fair. There's also, how many more? 5 more materials that I need to get for Crystarium, crystalline mean quests.
Little Alamigo all over again.
Somehow this place feels worse than Little Alamigo.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're more downtrodden. The Afflicted. sorry for asking, but what are they afflicted with?
Oh, I forgot to tell you about this part.
Oh, did you? Yeah, well, all of us kind of came from the same place the Crystal XR came from, so we're a little unfamiliar with your customs and phrases. Okay. I guess she said Alice can tell me, so I'll just get it from her mouth. That way I can actually get her in here, so we can, you know, start thinking about going home. It's funny, actually, because I'm looking at my list of things that I need for the Crystalline Mean quests, and I only need 5 more things I can gather from... I mean, a quantity of 5 more things I can gather from Minor, but I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things that I could potentially get as a botanist or from crafter scripts in order to make the food. So I actually need more for the food than I do for, you know, the actual class that I've been playing. Which is kind of strange, I guess. Let's hit up the Amaro Keep so that maybe if they have us go back to the Inn of Journey's Head, which I think they do, we can just fly there and maybe hear the theme a little bit more. Those are graves. Following in our footprints, huh? Alright then.
Oh boy.
Of course she's out on patrol. That sounds just like her. The Watchtower. Okay, I'll go check it out. Sounds like a plan. Thanks, Tesleen. Where's the next ether?
See, she has not changed at all.
Was she this active when you were here too?
Less active, but well.
Huh. You see that up there?
Yep.
Wonder what that gorilla's doing just floating around up there.
Are you talking about the gorilla? I thought you were talking about the wall of crystal light.
I mean, yeah, that's terrifying. I'm more inclined to look at the floating gorilla, to be honest with you. But, yeah, the light is terrifying. Definitely a sight, not a sight for sore eyes, because my eyes are sore just looking at it. Oh good, they have zombies here too. I'm pretty sure we can kill the zombies. I don't think that'll be causing like a mass extinction event if we kill the zombies, right? Like they're zombies.
Let's just hope none of them are gentlemanly zombies. Those you might be catching.
Yeah, those I'll have to keep an eye out.
From a very specific detective.
Those I'll have to keep an eye out for, because if I kill those, I'll be on bad terms with Nashu, and she's already getting ready to blow somebody up. She's in Kugane, by the way. I forgot to mention that to you. She's in Kugane, so we'll have to go see her when all this is over. Off topic and out of universe, you're waiting on half a dozen job applications to fucking get back to you. You hate this country sometimes. Well, I hope that one that was going to give you like a big pay raise is getting back to you soon, because that would be pretty nice. Alright, let's survey the landscape, see if we can find Alice. I was going to say, I do see some footprints on the ground. Let's do some tracking, shall we?
Small footprints.
Just the right size for her. Let me not track through the footprints and totally throw the investigation off. Oh good, they're Gilmans. I get the feeling the last Gilman we saw would take offense to that. I'm taking offense to it just looking at him. Fuck you, buddy! I'm actually not going to summon Bahamut. First of all, because I don't have my carbuncle out, but second of all, because I feel like it would be too much at this point. You know when it won't be too much? Against this guy. Just gonna keep walking. I can instant cast. I'm a ranged DPS.
Well,
A physical
lucky?
ranged DPS. Oh yeah, I forgot you're on Black Mage. I kind of can't say that because I'd be rubbing it in your face. Sorry. Oh good, you got him before my before Titan could get him. You were submitted for a job today. It's the nearest one by far and pays 8 an hour more than you make right now. That's really nice too. Hopefully that works out for you. One of them. I think there are a bunch of them spawning over there. Is there like a fate over there? No. They just must have respawned. Oh, this one's in my way, so... Garuda, help me out.
Oh shit.
We've angered the Horde. Hold on. I will assist. Let's just take them one at a time. And now Bahamut again. So, again, be careful with aggro when you tank, because I might pull it off of you, because I just did 16,000 damage without direct. I think I got one direct hit and no crits, so, yeah. I'm a little broken. I'm a little busted in the damage department. I guess I'm the tank now. Like, you can't even peel them off of me with your healing. That's how bad this is.
How can you tell I played Endwalker? Oh, you know, just the fact that I'm running a job that I shouldn't have, technically, if I only own this expansion.
Yeah, but it's okay. I mean, the Reapers went public back in the source.
Fair enough.
Did I tell you about that already? I feel like I told the
so.
Auspice you, but I might not have told you. Maybe I told you as well. Yeah, they went public, although I don't know what the public opinion is on them yet, because it's almost as soon as they went public, I ended up here, so. Maybe they could bring some of their dark aspect and ether here and help me kill these things? Oh.
Oh shit.
Don't look at me, look at the Sin-Eater you're trying to kill.
It can't be.
I mean, I'm not exactly wearing my Scholar Glamour, so I'm not that recognizable. There you go. Worry about the threat in front of you first, then worry about me. Please, I'm so sick of getting all these jobs sent to you and everyone fucking vanishes afterwards. Yeah, that would be nice. Impressive work! Now she'll know it's me.
Just a lesser Sin-Eater. Nothing to write home about.
Yeah, tell that to everybody else who lives on this planet.
I knew you'd turn up sooner or later, but I had been hoping for sooner.
Yeah, the guy that summoned me isn't exactly very good at his job. Case in point, you're here. That's not an offense to you. You shouldn't be here. Because he fucked up. So what's new, kid? I mean, not bad. Almost died, so I've been worse. You?
We fought them to a standstill then.
Something like that, I guess. They aren't pushing an offensive, as far as I'm aware.
The did say that the Empire seemed to have drawn back when he last looked in on the source. But without knowing for sure how fast time was passing there, I couldn't help worrying that a lot might have happened since then.
Yeah, apparently time is as convoluted here as it is in Dark Souls 1, and it hasn't actually been as long as you all think.
I'm heartily relieved to hear that it hasn't, just as Alphino must have been. As you can imagine, both he and Urianger were desperate to hear the news from home when I arrived.
It's funny, because if they were both desperate for it, why weren't they in the same place?
I haven't actually seen Thancred and Y'shtola yet, but they will have heard all the latest developments from the Exarch by now, or should have at least.
I'm guessing he just kind of has like a crystal ball for these things. All the more reason to just call me, but... I feel like I keep interrupting you today, that's my bad.
Taro and the others must be. I want nothing more than to rush back and reassure them.
Not Alize, I'm talking to you, by the way.
Oh, fuck.
That's my bad.
Sipping
I feel
water.
No, I feel like I keep interrupting you today. That's my bad.
Understandable.
You almost died not too long after we lost you. Don't worry about it. I'm not dead, so. Yeah, about that rush back
but we
part.
still haven't found a way to reverse the summoning. And even if we had, we couldn't just ignore Urianger's vision.
I mean, again, I feel like this could have completely been avoided if he just called me on the phone, the Crystal Exarch that is, and said, hey, so, you want to stop Black Rose? Because you could prevent a calamity over there, which wouldn't prevent the calamity over here, but it would free you up in terms of your time, so then you could come here of your own volition and help us with our calamity.
He may use 10 words where one would suffice, and they may often obscure as much as they reveal.
Yeah, he does do that a lot, doesn't he?
But on this matter, he was as clear as day. I do not doubt for one moment that he saw what he claims. Nor how difficult it must have been to speak about them. The 8th Umbral Calamity and your death aren't exactly topics for idle conversation.
They aren't? I blow myself up like once every X-Pack with self-destruct. What do you mean my death isn't an idle conversation topic? Rory seems to love it.
As much as I might want to go home, I don't want to go home to that. We can't allow the rejoining to happen, which means we have to save the first from the Sin Eaters.
Fair enough, I guess. I'm already here, might as well take care of the problem.
That great wall of white is a remnant of the flood.
You have issues believing Urian J. Remember Heavensward? Yeah, he did kind of pull the wool over our eyes for like 4 patches, didn't he?
100 years ago, the balance in the first tipped decisively in favor of light. From that moment, it rose and swelled with each passing day, and then, without warning, it burst forth like water from a broken dam.
So did it, like, eclipse the ocean? Is that ocean water just overly aspected to light?
A colossal wave of pure light, drowning everything in its wake. Only Norvrant was spared.
And it's good that it was. It's pretty much our
For the most
doing.
part, living things
Well,
are composed
the Mother
of
Crystal's
ether of
doing, but,
various
you know.
different aspects. But when exposed to such a flood, their etheric harmony is shattered, and their natural form breaks down.
Until they respawn as Sin Eaters, apparently.
Then they either perish, or are warped into mindless abominations.
Because that's what this game needed in it. Shin Megami Tensei monsters. What am I slack-jawed about?
Yes, that's how the Sin Eaters came to be.
Why am I surprised by this?
Once living creatures, or people, that were caught in the path of the flood.
Yeah,
Once
that's
the
the
change
logical deduction here.
there is no
Again, I
going
don't know why I'm surprised by it.
In that instant, they are gripped by an insatiable appetite for ether, and will happily gorge themselves on any living thing within reach. But even that is not the worst of it. The stronger Sin Eaters can plant light in us, like seeds in soil, corrupting our ether, and triggering the birth of new monstrosities.
So they're xenomorphs. Got it.
They are creatures of base instinct, that exist only to feed and to multiply. They feel no pity, know no remorse, and are utterly deaf to reason. Which is why they must be destroyed. Every last one of them.
Well, I mean, I agree with you. To be clear, it would be a mercy to the people that turned into
infirmaries are
them.
full of the Sin Eaters' victims, left here to spend their final hours waiting for the change to overtake them.
Oh, that's what they're afflicted with. Okay. You had to explain some sprouts this game's lore because they thought that the Mahaki fucked with the Void Scent and the Amdapori fucked with Sin Eaters. Yes, they had just joined for only Shadowbringers. They knew nothing of the Mage Wars. God damn, I hate boosting. Why would you do this, Square Enix?
Yeah, I kind of forgot to mention the part where Sin Eaters can multiply and turn other people into Sin Eaters, and that's why everything's kind of fucked here, because no matter how many we kill, 2 more of them spawn out of people we know and love.
Yeah, that would make it kind of difficult to come back from the brink. I can see it.
It's kind of why I've been so desperate to fix the problem here, because with all due respect, I can't leave until this problem is resolved because of the time fuckery. If I leave, then, well, everything's gonna kind of get fucked.
Do you know how to leave?
I haven't figured that out yet.
Yeah, that's
working on it.
That's what we're all working on at the moment. I forgot to mention something to you as well, but I'll mention it after I'm done talking to Alice about her patrol. Okay, we're going to the west side of the inn. Yeah, I won't spare them any mercy. They're not like the native fauna and flora. Alright, sounds like a plan. You're gonna leave and come back 15 years later? Oh, Jesus. I don't know about that one. Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
now
So
we hunt.
something like that. These ancient lizards look like they're about to hunt me. Yeah. So speaking of things that are born of hatred and only know how to feed, did you know that void scents are?
Oh shit.
Okay, I'll tell you after we're done killing this forgiven cowardice. Nope, saw that one coming.
You were saying?
I got the damage. Yeah, did you know that some void scent can self-actualize?
Huh.
Surprised you're not hitting me with your usual retort, which is what?
What?
Yeah, that. Yeah, apparently, because that's why the Reaper Order were able to go public back in the source, because Void Scent are not the mindless abominations that we thought that they were originally. Some of them have decided, apparently, that they're really bored with the idea of just being mindless abominations for the rest of their life, and decided, you know what? I'm going to develop actual... Man, you really angered the village, didn't you?
Yeah, nobody likes me around here.
I
Not
can
even the local fauna.
I can see that. I'm just gonna walk over here so it doesn't get any bright ideas.
Time makes no sense. Time is a dodecahedron.
I mean, pretty much, yeah. Well, while you do that, I'll just be over here taking care of this problem. Just check your list, see if he's on the list to be culled.
He's on my list!
Okay, fine. I'm sorry, environment!
He's on my list.
What if that was the alpha?
No, alphas are much bigger.
Well,
Much
yeah,
better.
that's fair, actually. Yeah, so apparently some Void Scent are capable of self-actualizing because they basically... Usually what happens, and this is what happens with a lot of Reapers, is that they'll develop feelings because of their proximity to human beings. But, yeah, they're not like just monsters like we thought they were. There's some of them are capable of love. That's part of their movement. Again, I don't know much about the movement, but part of the movement was the fact that they have, like... a relationship where they codepend on one another, and not just because of the ether sharing. They codepend for more reasons than that, in case you catch my drift. So that's fun. Speaking of fun, I'll have a little fun while you're at that fun. That's not the right spell. There we go. Stand him in the AoE of the Sin Eater. Maybe he'll get hit by it. I think I killed that one too because I aerial blasted just now. So, you're welcome. Alright, back to the end of Journey's Head. Before Rory stabs me with her gunblade. She may look like she may look like she's walking behind me to keep an eye on me so that we don't get killed by things again, but she's actually chasing me. Help.
Oh.
You mentioned that Marie and you play Reaper because it's very much how your relationship works. Hello, Ellie. How you doing? Welcome back. Now that makes sense, actually. Honestly, it kind of makes sense given the the way that you two interact with one another. So, it's a fitting class for the two of you. So I'm guessing your patrol went smoothly since I got 2 of the Sin Eaters. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Only downside is that regardless of how much you call them, they just keep coming back.
Yeah.
Kill 1, 3 more spawn.
Yeah, imagine an army of Sin Eaters descending on a village or hamlet. That couldn't happen around here. She's looking at me with the gunblade again, isn't she?
Yes. Yes, we are.
I can't see you because my eyes are fixated on the NPC that I'm talking to continue the quest. Alright, let's go report the good news, quote-unquote, to Tesleen. Oh, good. I naturally ran away from that flamethrower. It's like I'm learning.
Get back here, you little shit.
Tesleen, we called some Sin Eaters. Nah, it's all good. That's what
Rory
we
has
do.
a flamethrower. All hope is lost.
Hopefully she'll have a few more things to use it on soon. Are you sure you want to be saying that around Alice? Uh-huh. Okay. Well, I mean, if you could do 16,000 damage on a non-direct, non-crit in one GCD, you'd also leap into the fray without hesitation. Oh, yeah, beware partying with Marie. She will kill you just because she got bored. No, that's fair. I mean, I've dealt with enough people from previous X packs who have used rescue to kill people, so I'm okay with it.
Understandable.
I will try to use my rescues responsibly.
I've dealt with murderous party members before. I've raided in Savage.
Yeah, fair enough.
Sometimes when you're doing raid clears, somebody just decides that you die to a tank buster.
Oh boy.
It's me. I'm the one deciding. I am in control.
I'm the off-tank. I decide your fate.
I remember vividly one specific situation. We were in P3S, and the tank buster goes out. It's a tether that you have to take from a DPS, and I was zoned out, so I was like, I'm getting it, and my main tank was like, are you? And then the tank buster went off and killed 7 people.
Whoops.
Are you?
Ba-boom. She doesn't use rescue, she just drops you on your skull because she needs to not fall asleep at the wheel. No, actually, that's fair too. Don't want to fall asleep at the wheel.
Spin the wheel!
Oh, okay, fair enough. Gotta go see Pawnil, Todden, and Halric. Why do 2 of them sound like Pokemon names?
Because there's no intent to be insulting the afflicted. Don't you have any bedside manner? You're a plague doctor.
I'm a plague bringer. There's a difference. It's the wrong class.
Fine.
I can cast Physic. Hang on, I'll switch to Scholar. Hang on. Well, that's a good sign. The other guy didn't even respond, so that's a good sign. Thanks, Carbuncle. Maybe I should get Celine out here, actually. There, now we have maximum healing for the last guy. She's fallen asleep tanking. I mean, I can see it, honestly. Like, it depends on the dungeon you're in, but sometimes in this game tanking feels a bit brain dead. So, not so much in Savage content, but yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Not so much in Savage content, but there's a lot of hurdles to get to even go into Savage content. That's why I play Blue Mage, because then I don't have to go over those hurdles.
Mystery vials on it. So you can take away my poisons, but not my fucking spirit demon.
Oh, he's turning into a pot. Mordsuk told me no pots. I don't know what we can do for this one. I think he's beyond help.
Poor kid.
So, Tesseline, about that Halric kid. Well, a couple of them, one of them didn't even respond. The other one was a little okay, the bigger guy, but Halric's kind of on his way out, I think. They enjoyed meeting. I mean, I understand the one guy, Totten, but... Oh, boy. Oh, okay. And what do you need in Mordsuk? A nectarine. Okay, fair enough. I guess I probably shouldn't have grabbed all the nectarines from home already, because we kind of already have some nectarines, but maybe they only like certain oranges. If it's for Halric, he is a kid after all, so... Okay, taking it tomorrow to Mordsuk. This is why I do this, because now I can just AFK. Come fly with me! Are you going to be behind me? Am I going to see you? Oh, I can see you, kind of, sort of. You're a little bit of a ways away, but I can see you. We're not going to get to hear this song in its entirety for a while. Oh, wow, we can get a bird's eye view of the A rank. He's flowering. That's nice for him.
Yeah. I didn't need a bird's eye view of that thing. It punched me out of existence.
He's flowering. It's probably from the lifeblood of yours that he fed on. I'll
Can't
wait here
believe
for
you fucking let him murder me.
I
What a
didn't
bastard.
know! I didn't read the tooltip for sneak. I haven't read it since I was like level 8.
You're the joke character! You're supposed to have the script!
I know! The script is over there. I can't make the jokes if I don't have it on my backpack.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
That is a line I am longing for in the show. Just, you're a joke character. How did you not know this would happen? I don't have the script! Just because I can see beyond the fourth wall doesn't mean I don't have this. Doesn't mean I have the script.
It's another line for the D&D campaign crew.
Yup.
You've fallen
A
asleep
long
doing
way
the
to
worst
my
dungeons of
future.
Realm Reborn, Cutter's Cry, Stone Vigil, and Darkhold. Hate those dungeons with fucking everlasting passion. And then came Aurum Vale. Yeah, I can agree with pretty
Aurum
much all of the
Vale.
above.
I
Excuse
hope
me.
they remove Aurum. If Aurum Vale gets removed from the game, I will just give away all of my money because I will have no need for such mortal things.
So you know why they'll never remove Aurum Vale from the game?
Because the dungeon sucks.
I mean that, and they like torturing people, but also because it's a remnant from 1.0, so they won't take it out because of that. So
Hate that dungeon. I
Just
hate how
like-
much they give it.
just like Zamile, and I think Cutter's Cry also was a remnant from 1.0 if I recall correctly. So, oh good, he's got plenty of fruit. Well, thank you, appreciate that. It's not every day you get a Vaubertin gold coin. Not that I even know how much those are worth. We haven't been to Vaubertinburg yet, have we?
Correct.
That's up north, right?
I believe so, yes.
Oh, she's gonna take the honeyed worms. Good, now we all ate different things. And nobody took the frog's legs. Oh, it's an offering? For who? They did nerf the coin counter in Aurum Vale, yeah, because he didn't have AoE markers, and now he has AoE markers. I don't know, I just, honestly, I just stepped away from him when he looked at me, and that was enough for me, but I don't know. It's probably fucking people up now, though, because I distinctly remember us being in Hell's Lid, and nobody moved out of the way for that thing using swing, even though it's a swing. So you should move back, because he's gonna swing around him. Like, both of the DPSs when we were doing that were just like, la-di-da, he'll have an AoE marker. Nope. Yeah, exactly. Nope. Yeah, so he gets his victory swing. He gets his cake and he eats it too.
Swiggity swing.
Oh, okay, sure. Wonder what she wants to see all the way at the top of this place. Only one way to find out. Come on, Celine. I hope this doesn't count as fraternizing to the Fey Union, because then they'd think I'm being partial. I'm not. I'm just taking Celine along because she's the fairy I summoned. I'll have to take Eos up here too, so it doesn't feel like I'm being partial to one or the other. I'm walking around the wrong side of this thing, aren't I?
Correct.
I'll get my shit together eventually. The key word being eventually. Oh, that's who that was for. Okay. I shouldn't let you go up this tower. People have died on top of it, but only this once. Sounds like fun. It's a common thing you see. It kills with swing, and it does another one right after. You call the second one the victory swing. Okay, gotcha. That makes sense.
Look, over there, where the wall is broken. Do you
Looks
see
like the
what lies
burn.
beyond?
Just a bit.
That's
worse.
what the land became after the light flooded in. An empty white nothingness.
So that's
Life
from
cannot
the ether
exist
being
in
sucked
such
out of it.
conditions. The primordial light would wreak havoc on the body's etheric balance.
Right.
That nectarine you bought. It's Halric's favorite fruit.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, it is for the kid, so he's probably pretty picky. I will try not to drop it.
Most of the patients, Halric included, survived the attacks of powerful eaters. But their fate was sealed all the same. The monster's corruption has entered their bodies, and their very essence is being subsumed by light.
Sounds like we need a direct infusion of dark aspected ether here. Not that that's easy to come by.
The twisted state of the world itself just makes matters worse. Under normal circumstances, a person's ether naturally tends to equilibrium. But for these poor souls, the opposite is true.
Right, because there's not enough dark ether to go around.
Sooner or later, every single one of them will turn.
Well, that sucks.
Tesleen and the patients, they all know this. They know what has to be done before the change goes too far, before the eater within takes over.
They're going to kill them before they become a problem, aren't they?
The preferred method is mixing poison into their favorite food.
Oh.
In my time here, I've borne witness to a lot of last meals.
So they're going to poison Halric with this nectarine so that he goes in his sleep. Well, I would say that that's fucked, but I guess it's better than, you know, turning into something and subsuming everybody else.
No matter how hard I fight, it's never enough.
Well, welcome to the club. I'm sure the rest of the Scions feel the same way.
But it's a war I mean to wage, nonetheless.
That's the spirit.
Speaking of wars, do you remember how I made you promise not to leave me and then promptly collapsed?
Yeah, that was a little ironic, wasn't it? Yeah, just take the ether from whatever dimension the 13th used to be in. There you go. Now, if only we could open a portal to the 13th here in the first. Questions for later.
If only.
We'll think about that later. For now, let's take care of the immediate
but
threat.
Even if the fault lay with someone else, I couldn't shake the feeling that I'd abandon you on the battlefield.
Yeah, it's fine. I had other people to help me. I mean, you know, Hein, Yugiri, and Lise were still there.
So I swore that I'd make up for my absence there by making a difference here.
Yeah, I suppose that was a while ago for you at this point, wasn't it? So.
And that's what keeps me moving forward, even when things seem hopeless.
Well, good on you, because I didn't want to have to rescue all of you from the pits of despair. Even if you're not taking this beast on together like you kind of should be.
On which note, it's time we headed back. The longer we keep Tesleen waiting, the harder this will be for her.
You are probably correct. So I'll put the nectarine away, and we'll head back to see Tesleen. I mean, yeah, that's fair. It's a practical, you know, demonstration, so. And that wouldn't be good. Fair enough. Okay, so let's take the nectarine over to Tesleen. We'll let her concoct the poison, and then we'll go from there. Oh, I'm not walking toward the Amaro Keep. I'm going on the Amaro again. If you want to teleport, you can, but I'm going on the Amaro again.
Wait, Amaro?
Yes. Maybe we'll even get a little more of the song this time. Probably not, though. It's like the same distance.
These days we're going to get on an Amaro. It's going to take us halfway across the continent and hear the whole loop.
Yeah. Ready, set, go. And try to go close to when you go. There we go. See? We go together. And get to see the flowering Gigan tender again. I almost called him a Gigantor, but that wouldn't be quite right.
Flowering, because of my life essence.
Good on you. You brought life to the first.
I'd much rather bring salvation to the first.
Yeah, well,
I'd rather the fauna not have to suck me dry of all my ether just to live.
Well, we'll work on that, I think. Wait, you were flying behind me. How'd you get here first?
I was in front of you on my screen.
Oh, okay. Wait, was the 13th being fucked over what caused the 7th Umbral Calamity? You just thought about that. That's a possibility. I'd have to look into 1.0 lore to let you know. So, we did, in fact, find a nectarine. Here you go. Yeah, she mentioned it. I'm surprised you can see it in my eyes considering I have a helmet on, but, you know. Oh, okay. sure. Well, I'm sure it'll take you a little bit of time to concoct that poison just in case. So as a result of that, I'm going to go check on a few things, because I think the Vanu Vanu are going to need my help soon. And after that, we will see where the end of this road lies and where the next road will bring us on the next episode of Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers, the Stream Edition, which will be happening on Saturday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If it's been a little bit slow for all of you so far, it's about to pick up hard. So, thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch and YouTube to check out the stream. And I'll see all of you on the next one, which, as I said, will be on Saturday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, everybody take care and have a good one. Oh, I'm also going to get... I think I'm going to be able to get all of the materials that you need for the crafting stuff. I mean, you could pick them up on Botanist if you want, and I'll send you a list, but probably won't be able to get it for a little while because they're a little bit of a ways away. And we have a lot to clear through before we can even start thinking about gathering, considering what happens next time.
Uh-huh.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.